Welcome everybody to our latest session of Dragon of Icespire Peak. As usual, we'll do a quick recap of what occurred last week, and then we'll jump into our session for tonight. So when we picked up last week, the group was already out near the shrine that they were wanting to investigate due to the previous encounter with some were-rats, and they were told that this shrine is where the were-rats had laired before they were pushed out by some approaching orcs. The group decided to go approach the shrine and see what was up with it, had been sort of investigating it from afar, realized that there was what appeared to be an orc on lookout in the only still standing tower of the shrine's outer wall. The group was sort of passing some time here, waiting for nighttime before they made their approach towards the shrine. During the same time, one of our characters, Bryn, who was not with the group previously, had been making her way from Phandalin over to the shrine where she'd know that they had gone and was trying to rejoin with the team. Unfortunately, she found herself being tracked by some strange horse-sized, very weird looking creatures. At first she had heard this sort of strange call as though it was like a child in distress, and knowing that there are some dangers, she tried to approach from a distance, not wanting to just leave some poor kid to fend for themselves, but at the same time being careful, knowing that you never know what you're going to see out here in the Sword Coast. Eventually she did spot the strange creature making the sound through its mouth, obviously some kind of mimicry here. She took off trying to get away from the creatures, but unfortunately they sniffed her out and gave chase. They were quite a bit faster than Bryn on foot, so before too long she realized they were gaining and she was going to be unable to clear the distance from them and get away. She found herself in an area of uneven elevation and some rocks, so decided to hop up on one of these boulder-sized rocks in order to take the fight to these creatures. Excuse me. And as she was doing this, she battled the creatures for a brief period of time before luckily her companions, who happened to be nearby, were able to hear the sound of fighting off to the north. They began making their way towards that sound, trying to see what was going on here, and eventually the group was able to run into Bryn and assist her in defeating, which turned out to be 3 of these creatures. I don't think anybody checked to see if they knew anything in particular about these creatures or knew more about them or even what they were called, so these creatures are still a bit of a mystery as to why exactly they were here. But luckily the group was able to destroy 2 of them, slay them, while one of them did manage to get away. The group then rejoined with Bryn, filled her in on what was occurring, and the group in total made their way back down to continue looking towards the shrine and planning their next move. Once night descended fully, the group decided to get a bit closer, first sending Josephine in to do a bit of walking around, scouting, and seeing what she could find in the remnants of the shrine itself. She was able to poke and prod around this area using a combination of invisibility and flying through a potion that was given to her by Finn. The group eventually was able to learn quite a bit of information, namely that there was a lot of different orcs in the different quadrants of the shrine's interior wall. The exterior wall had mostly been destroyed, but inside there was where the quadrants were, and she was able to spot several creatures, obviously milling about, moving, that sort of thing. But with that information in hand, Josephine eventually returned to the group, filled them in. The group then decided to enter the location from the southwest and see what they could find out, figure out where exactly they wanted to sort of spring the attack, hoping to try to consolidate the enemies, get them all kind of funneling through one direction, and blast them down that way. So the group came in from the southwest, started approaching, but unfortunately, I want to say it was Finn here, accidentally kicked into some rubble, which scattered across the ground, hit into some other rubble, and this was detected by the enemies inside, who began approaching and taking the fight to the team. The group managed to basically fight on 2 fronts, sort of the northeast and the north, as these creatures, mostly orcs but also some ogres, were pouring through the remnants of the wall and engaging the team. We had a lot of magic flying from the player character side with some, I believe it was a fireball and some other attacks that went out, trying to strike these enemies and hit them hard. In addition to the ogres, the orcs, there ended up being an orc who was very quick on his feet and pretty deadly both with his scimitar and with his darts. He engaged the group and deployed some of his own tactics, namely near the end, conjuring up an aura of darkness that made it very difficult to spot him. The surviving members of the team, or I should say those that weren't on the ground yet, were sort of making their way through the darkness, pushing through, seeing what they could find. Eventually were able to discover where this opponent was and take him down. So the group has managed to defeat quite a lot of orcs, quite a few ogres. Some of the orcs, at least 2 that the group is aware of, fought but then ran and are nowhere to be seen at the moment. It is late at night at this point in time, as again the group made their attack late, mostly near midnight, so it's probably getting closer to 12:31 in the morning type of thing. And it's about this time that we will have Eomer circle back, as he had left the group a little note saying that he was doing some scouting. He will be on the outskirts and able to rejoin the group shortly thereafter. So before we jump into the session tonight, folks, that's my quick recap. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add that I missed there?
Finn in Mist of Battle said sand, glass, timey thing, and cast his blessing. I went to inspiration, but I thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, more or less just an FYI, but yes, that is something that was done. A slow spell that did indeed affect the enemies and certainly assist the group in turning things toward their side. Anything else anybody would like to add?
Yeah, Kurtu hit a target last week. That was great.
Kurtu did get his little scaly hide handed to him a bit.
I actually got to hit something. Usually I miss.
That too, yes. String of bad rolls sometimes. Okay, if there's nothing else anybody on the team would like to add, we'll go ahead and award inspiration to Gorlami for another entry in Gorlami's Guide, and we will pick up where we left off. So group, you are currently in the outskirts of the shrine area, on the south side of it, in fact. And as I mentioned, it is just a few moments later when you can hear the sound of somebody approaching, and it turns out to be Eomer, so we'll get him on screen. Alright, group, so it is quiet as most of the enemies are fallen. While it doesn't look this way on the map, of course there are bodies littered all around you, both orc and ogre.
And remind me, Josephine is stabilized but still down, right?
Correct, yeah. So we rolled that out, and Josephine was very close to true death, but luckily was able to be stabilized by Bryn.
Yeah, and then Kurtu is no longer bleeding, right?
I was double checking that. I saw that we still had the icon on Kurtu, and it was each round dealt some damage. Do you remember, Kurtu, were you able to use an action to staunch that?
Oh, I think we discussed that because I used magical healing on him, that it didn't staunch it because it was a magical effect. I couldn't remember.
Unfortunately not. This one doesn't say that it stops with the application of magical healing.
Yeah, for some reason, and I could be totally wrong, but I thought Bryn maybe did something.
No, Bryn was going to. We were like, nah, let him bleed out. Josephine's dead, dying. So
I thought I tried to heal Kurtu, and everybody was like, no, he's fine. So I was like, oh, I do it to Josephine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let him bleed out. But I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to attempt to...
I'm going to do it, then.
No, I'm going to do it.
So let's do it this way. Kurtu, pick high or low and declare it before you roll. Then roll a 1d100. If you get the roll the way you want it to, we'll assume you were able to staunch him before suffering any additional bleed. If not, you'll suffer one more application of bleed damage before you're able to get it staunched.
Sounds fair enough. High.
All right, so you want 51 or up. Okay, unfortunately, still bleed. I can't believe you didn't pick low. Come on, you're feeling very confident.
I was feeling good about it, Adam.
That was my thoughts too, Adam. You were right on that.
All right, we'll roll a 1d8, please, Kurtu, and that's how much additional bleed you will suffer before either yourself or somebody else on the team was able to staunch that wound.
All right, so if we're in turn order, would it be my turn to try?
For mechanical purposes, we're going to assume that he has staunched. If you
Okay,
really want to fight over who did it, you guys can feel free to roleplay. But yeah, it is staunched.
Cool.
Okay. And if memory serves me, I don't know how many short rests, outside of character that Josephine has, but she's unconscious right now. I do have one spell slot left, so I'm going to Cure Wounds her, and I only have a second level, so I'll go ahead and pump it into her.
All
Primarily
right.
because I didn't want to have to carry her all over the place. It was a selfish heal.
So Josephine will be restored 17 HP. Quick check there, Josephine. How many levels of exhaustion is that for you?
That would be 2 levels.
2 levels. All right. So you open your eyes, once again conscious, but feeling the effects of that damage. Within mere moments here, you also notice Misa approaching from the northwest as she realizes that clearly the combat is over.
Hey, Adam, would I have Bando with me?
Yeah, I think so, right? He's pretty much always with you.
Shall we go check inside?
Hey,
Then-
where did those other 2 guys run off to? Anyone see it? Where are they at? We have to be on our guard.
If they're smart, they will not return.
Yeah, let's just, I don't know, just walk in, right? I mean, what else should there be sneaky about?
Okay, you guys are stepping past bodies, kicking discarded weapons, avoiding blood pools as you make your way towards the wall of the shrine.
Oh, yeah. Where's the guy with the darts? I want to look for his body.
He's down here, where that darkness was.
All right, Adam, I'm going to try to search that guy's possessions.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and throw me a blind check as you begin searching over him, looking for anything of interest. Okay, so you are able to find that he has a scimitar near his hand where he had fallen. He does indeed have some additional darts. As you quickly scan them, they don't look to be anything of particular specialness from the naked eye. You wonder if maybe he was just very skilled in how he used them.
I'm going to take these. They look like darts, or is it like a special? Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to take these darts. Hey, you guys want a scimitar?
We'll come and collect it after. The armor and the weapons, we can sell it, and I can use it to craft a few things. But let's check inside. Let's make sure.
I'm not doing too good. Maybe I should wait out here.
How many darts, Adam?
You would find that there are 7 darts there. Kurtu, as you say this, you notice Misa will step up and say, "Oh, I can help out a little bit." And she begins to cast a spell.
Yeah, they were arguing about stopping my belly from bleeding. They argued about it until it just was too late.
As her pink butterfly flashes out towards you, just outstretch her hands to your body. You are restored 11 HP.
That's so very nice of you. Maybe I won't die as I walk to that temple. Thank you.
That's the hope, dear.
Yeah, no kidding. You and me both, sister.
She quickly looks behind her to see if anybody's taking shelter there, and noticing nobody, she'll continue going with you guys.
And you know what? As seeing Misa do that for Kurtu, I think I'm gonna just kind of enhance it, do a little bit more as well, with cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Oh my golly, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Sharpshooter heal.
-2 total.
Take that.
So while we're walking, I'm gonna hand Finn the sending stone back. So
Okay,
he
I
can
got
have
it.
that.
Now I'm gonna put it in a special pouch, not by these other stones that I collect.
I promised I'd give it back, didn't I?
Yes, you did. It's good seeing you up. Your goggle's a little crooked. There you go. Let's go.
So I will remove that from my character sheet.
It's
And
on
Adam
mine.
wants you to put it on your character sheet.
It is.
So
I have
don't
it.
lose where it is.
I have it. I just check the blue check mark whenever it goes away. So
Excellent. Love to hear that.
So again, Adam, this is show to others, I think, right? This is like the watchtower or something, or what is this?
That
again?
is the inner part of the shrine itself. So what you're passing through at the moment is the exterior wall that has been damaged so badly that in many sections it is just rubble. So as you walk into the courtyard, you presume that you are facing the rear of the shrine.
There's a door over here. What do I see here, Adam? I guess a fireplace and a door.
So as again you pass through the rubble now in the interior wall of the shrine, you can see that there are remnants in this room that look to be wood, bits of cloth, perhaps maybe some furnishings that have been destroyed. On the east wall, you do indeed see a cold-looking fireplace.
Watch out for the fireplaces. Sometimes they have things hiding in them. Hey, if anyone's gonna check that door for traps, I can give you some advice. It's gonna take verbal components and this little buzzy thing.
Not very good at that. I don't know many orcs that set traps, but don't take my word for that.
All right, I'll step up at him and take my buzzy thing and make a bunch of verbal components and stuff and check this door for traps.
All right, give me a blind check, please. And go ahead and roll your guidance. The door does not seem to be trapped. In fact, it looks to be not locked either, simply able to be opened.
Okay, I'll open it.
I just redid this thing. I don't know if the script's working quite yet. Give your button a try. We'll see if this works. I know the guy that built this said there's still some issues. All right, looks like still issues, so I'll continue to manually move. All right, as you open this door, you can see that there is a main hall here, several columns that seem to be going from the ground up to the ceiling. Over to your west in the ground, south part of the west, to your west, south part of the room, it looks to be the area where, if you were to look up, you would see the bell there, and I believe this is called a belfry.
Come on, guys. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, it should be kind of quiet there because it's free of bells.
Gorlani, as you enter here, you notice a bit of an odd situation here. As this set of double doors on the south wall is indeed closed, but you can see a length of chain that seems to be going from this side of the room in through the middle of the door, and the doors are sort of closed on this length of chain to the other side.
Curious. Maybe they trapped something inside. You remember that thing from Axholm? That dog thing? You remember that dug the hole?
Oh, like the worm, the giant worm thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I always wondered what happened to that. Maybe it's through this door here. I mean, look at that, the size of that chain. I mean, it's like something closed behind it, you know? Could be a trap. Maybe set something off on the inside.
Which way did it open? Can you tell by the hinges?
Pulls
see?
outward.
Okay, so it goes outward. Does it look like the chain is being held off the ground, that if we were to open a door, it would fall to the ground?
It's not on the ground. It's sort of closer to maybe like a foot off the ground, where the chain seems to be caught or trapped between the two doors in the middle. Hard to say if the chain extends more vertically up on the other side of the door or not.
Maybe somebody could listen to it and see if they hear anything.
Okay, let me get my whiz bang going. When I get my little, in this case, it's going to be like a listening horn as my guidance. And I'm going to listen through the door if I can.
All right, as you cast the guidance spell with your verbal component, the door is quickly thrown open and the chain rattles to the ground.
Something's in there.
Yeah, looks
On
like
the
it.
other side of the doorway, you notice what appears to be a large humanoid creature with mottled skin that is mustard orange. In fact, it seems to be giving off some kind of a strange mustard yellow like color aura that seems to be kind of shaking off of it, as though there's some kind of something stuck to it, creating this permanent area of whatever this coloration is. And with that, I will go ahead and put us in initiative order.
Come on, high initiative. Come on, high initiative.
Maybe it's friendly.
Aomir, as this all occurs, you are the quickest to react.
Okay, does this guy look aggressive?
He just flung the door open fairly aggressively, so probably.
know what?
Shut the door.
I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him with my longbow. Ka-cha!
All right, longbow arrow flashes outward, but misses and strikes the back wall.
Okay, I'm gonna move right here. Tokens are locked.
There you go.
I'm gonna move right there. And then I'm gonna have Bando come flying out and fly by.
Okay, as Bando flies in towards the area where the creature is and is suffused by this yellowish whatever it is, I'll need a Constitution saving throw from Bando. All right, Bando is unable to communicate with you, right? He doesn't have like a telepathic connection to you?
I don't think he does.
All right, fair enough. So yes, he has obviously failed the save, but what that means, he's unable to tell you.
Okay, cool. Did he attack?
You can make that attack, sure. All right, Bando shreds the creature, taking its talons and or hooked beak, and tries to stab the creature and does indeed connect. Go ahead and post damage. All right, the creature is wounded.
Okay, yep, so looking at Bando, does he look like that mustard color?
He does indeed.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Miza's turn, and she is going to step into the room, seeing what's going on. As she does so, you notice pretty quickly she puts a hand to her mouth as she is sort of coughing here. And it looks as though Miza suddenly has this yellowish aura around her as well. She'll make her way up here, and she's going to throw some pouch dust out at the creature. But unfortunately, the creature is able to evade that as we move to Finnegan's turn.
Okay, action. I'm going to put on my breathing mask. I'm don't know if it'll help, but I can see that this guy stinks. So I like a little gas mask thing. I got at Axholm, I think.
All right, so what is currently in your hands?
It's going to be that. It was my Artificer's kit, right, to cast this concentration spell of guidance.
And you also have a shield?
Yes.
All right, so you would like to interact with object to put your Artificer item away, and then use your action to dig the gas mask out from your backpack somewhere. So you have it in hand, but unfortunately not equipped yet.
Okay, I'm going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I'm going to move... I'll move there.
As you step away, you notice the creature reaches forward, its hands seeming to elongate as it claws out at you, and I'll need a defensive roll, please. As you notice this and duck, you manage to evade the strike. Okay, Josephine's turn.
Any save I gotta make from being nearby either of these guys?
Not yet, but good call. Finn, I'll need you to make a Constitution save. All right, you pass through this area nearby Bando and cough a bit, but manage to get to the other side with seemingly no effect.
All right, well, seeing that happen, when did he start? Did I see when he started like having an effect? Like, was he in an adjacent space or?
So the tokens that are currently marked as yellow, they're sort of giving off this yellowish aura around them. It's hard to tell exactly where it is, but certainly at least within 5 feet.
Okay. Think then that I can't afford to get closer. So I'm just gonna throw 2 darts at this guy at disadvantage. If that's alright. So dart 1, dart 2. Can you hear me?
Oh, yep, sorry, wrong button.
Oh.
First dart connects, second misses.
So 8 piercing, and then Josephine's still feeling real bad from taking a couple axes to the face. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna start moving back and let me know if I gotta make a save here. So I'm gonna 5, 10, 15.
Nope, you're good.
I'm good. All right, so I'm gonna chill here.
All right, pushing through the open doorway now is this large creature. As it moves forward to here, it's first going to attempt to bite at Gorlami. Gorlami, defensive roll, please. All right, noticing the creature coming, you manage to evade this. It then follows up with 2 serrated claws towards Bryn. Bryn, 2 defensive rolls, please. Both of these claws manage to get through your defenses, Bryn, as you're a bit overwhelmed, each one dealing its own damage. For a total of 19 slashing damage there, as the creature has torn into you with these claws. You also notice that its wounds seem to be rapidly healing. Alright, Gorlami, at the start of your turn, I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Alright, yes, you're coughing a bit under the effects of this aura given off by the creature, but you're able to withstand it.
I'm gonna look behind me and say, are we fighting or running?
I'm already at the door. We're too damaged to deal with this guy.
We can fight. Just hold the line. We'll fuck him up.
Okay. Alright, so I have no spell slots, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna harness my divine power at him and get a 2nd level spell slot back. That is a bonus action.
Okay.
And you guys kind of see the little eye on his forehead start kind of charging up, and he's gonna take his hammer and kind of swing upwards and try to catch the ugly son of a gun in the chin.
Unfortunately, not missing.
Alrighty, I'll stay and hold my ground.
All right, Kurtu, at the start of your turn, I will also need a Constitution saving throw. All right, you can set yourself back to public. You feel yourself coughing, but you are able to withstand it.
Oh my gosh!
Adam, would you say he's within 10 feet of me?
He is indeed, yes.
All right. So as my action, I'm going to say,
I think we're gonna need some help. I'm gonna go ahead and cast my Dragon Blessing.
All right, go ahead and set yourself back to public. And who would you like to target for that?
myself, of course, Bryn, and Gorlami.
All right, so Bryn, Gorlami, and Kurtu, you all have the effects of the Bless spell.
And as my bonus action, I want to make sure it's a bonus action. My apologies. The Draconic Cry, I think it's a bonus action. Yep, it's a bonus action, so I'm going to go ahead and use the last one I have on that one, Adam.
All right, you give out this cry that seems to distract perhaps the creature, and you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against the creature until the start of your next turn.
All right, and with that, I am going to go ahead and try to get out of the way.
All right, as you step backwards, you notice that really long stretching claw comes out to strike you, and I'll need a defensive roll, please. All right, you manage to duck just as the clawed hand lashes against this column, and you see clawed remains as there's like 3 lines in the stone.
Ouch, almost.
And Bryn.
Okay, Bryn's going to use her last rage. And then, does she need to make a Constitution saving throw?
She does indeed, yes. All right, yes, you managed to evade any effects from this aura.
All right, and she's going to attack it.
You slash out with your longsword and do manage to connect, wounding it as you lacerate its arm. Follow up with the second attack, also connects, hitting it again in the chest.
Come at me, bro.
Top of the round, Aomir, I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You find yourself coughing and hacking as you are seemingly affected by this yellowness, whatever it is.
I'm sick. That's not fun. Okay, so I still have advantage from Kurtu's thing, right?
You do.
Cool. Yeah, 6 feet apart. All right, cool. I'm gonna take a shot at him.
The shot misses.
Ooh, at
Good with advantage? Oh, yeah,
oh,
because...
right, advantage.
yeah.
My bad. Yes, that will hit.
Unless
Oh.
the yellow thing gives him disadvantage, I don't know.
It does not.
Okay, I was like, that misses? That's scary.
He's very defensible. All right,
Okay,
arrow
cool.
strikes into his shoulder, puncturing there.
Okay, and it sounds like we're gonna run. However, I do have a question. With me being a ranger, is there any way that, out of character, I know what this is and the weaknesses and things like that, but would Aomir know?
First up, I'll say, we're not running, they're fighting.
So on a quick glance, it looks, I would say, probably most like a troll to you, but it's suffusing this yellowish aura. You're not familiar with that, and aside from using an action to try to look up and down, see if anything comes to mind, no.
Okay, so would Aomir know about, trolls with the fire and the poison and things like that?
Whatever you think Aomir would know about trolls, you can feel free to assume he knows.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying not to metagame. Okay. And then I'm gonna have the bando go, blap and then come back.
All right.
the-
Bando
move
was
the bird
affected.
away.
Yeah, Bando was affected last time. So as his turn starts, I know he basically operates on the same turn as you, but as his turn starts, he is going to take some damage.
That's fun.
That'll be 7 poison damage to Bando.
Cool.
Tell the bird to move somewhere else in case we gotta go through that door.
Yeah, good call. I guess I'll have Bando, move maybe there.
All right, so he flies forth to attack the creature and then flies back to there.
Yeah.
All right, that 19 or 20 will hit. Yeah, so go ahead and post damage. All right, he managed to shred the creature in the shoulder, wounding it.
Cool. I'm going to move there. And that's my turn.
All right, Miza's turn. She will once again throw some pouch dust after she coughs badly. Suffering some damage. This time, her pouch dust does manage to connect with the creature, wounding it.
Any saves at the end of their turn to maybe shake it, or no?
Not so far. All right, we'll move to Finn's turn.
Alright, so screw this mass. I'm going to drop it right there at my feet as a free action. Grab my Zippo. And I'm going to hero point this. My last one. And it's going to get a Zippo!
Yes, the fire will indeed strike the creature, singeing it, and you see that it burns badly.
Okay, then I'm going to move to there.
All right, Josephine's turn.
Josephine cannot afford to get close to the inpatients, so I got 8 more darts that I'm gonna start throwing its way. Let's see. So these would be a disadvantage, but I believe since Kurtu... Was I in range to get affected by Kurtu's Dragon Shout? It lasts till his turn, right?
It affects the enemies, not you, so yes.
Okay. So here come... These are just straight rolls. Dart number 1.
Will connect.
Or 6. And then I think I will spend a hero point on dart number 2. So plus 7 to this. Dart number 2
Will also connect.
for another 9.
Wounding the creature badly.
That's all I got. I'm good. I'm good to stay here.
All right, on the creature's turn, you notice its wounds healing rapidly. It then is going to attempt to bite Gorlami. Gorlami, defensive roll, please. It reaches forth with a mouthful of Gorlami for 6 points of piercing damage, and then follows up with 2 claw strikes against Bryn. Bryn, two defensive rolls, please. The first one you manage to evade easily, however, the second one catches you particularly bad. Please roll a slashing crit against yourself. All right, true crit. I'll go ahead and post that. All right, you are raging, so that 22 will be cut down to 11 points of slashing damage. We then move to Gorlami.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try my best to take it down, so...
At the start of your turn, Gorlami, go ahead and throw me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Inspiration.
All right, go ahead and burn inspiration.
Is that with your bless?
Oh, Is it a... Oh, I guess it's not with my bless. It should be on there, though, because I did the toggle spell.
Okay, it may be. I was just asking.
It doesn't look like it, though. Oh, it is. 1d20 plus 3. No, that's my wisdom. Should I roll a d4, Adam?
Are you using inspiration to reroll?
I'm blessed, so... Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration. I don't like how low it is anyways. I'm gonna re-roll with bless.
Okay.
Good call.
All right. You find yourself not affected by this yellowish aura from the creature.
Alright. Then I'm gonna hero point and take a Warhammer smack.
Oof. You wildly swing. Go ahead and roll a fumble.
No, he has
At
advantage.
advantage.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the start of your turn. I was thinking start of its turn. So 13, unfortunately, with the 6 on top, 19, that will hit.
Yeah, and then the bless for an extra 1, so 7 extra. Okay, cool. Here's damage. Woo! Thank you, Kurtu.
Lucky.
The Warhammer smacks into its arm, wounding it.
Alright.
All right. So now, start of your turn. Now that effect's over, and it's Kurtu's turn.
I'm gonna hero point this.
That's not a big hero point, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, the firebolt does indeed connect. Alright, as it hits the creature, you notice it drops to the ground, but its body is still shaking quite wildly.
That's nice.
Maybe it needs to be hit by a magic item.
Alright, I come over there and I'll end my turn.
Maybe we shove it into the room and take off. I don't know if we can kill this thing after all.
Okay, Bryn will be up next.
Alright. We killing it?
Kill it! Hit it! It's still wiggling!
Alright.
I thought it was at 0.
It is
I don't know
on
what's
the
up.
ground, wiggling.
I'll keep trying to hack away from it as long as it's moving.
Yeah, that certainly connects. Your blade slashes into it, but it continues to wiggle. Blade connects solidly again. Go ahead and roll a slashing crit.
Oops, sorry.
Alright, true crit. Your blade slashes into the creature, wounding it again. Top of the round, Aelmir.
Maybe we should just go over and shoot fire at it.
But you did that and it didn't kill him.
Oh, it got him good, though. It got him good. Maybe he just needs more fire.
Aelmir, you'll suffer 2 points of poison damage from this effect upon you at the moment. What would you like to do?
Is he still wiggling around?
He is indeed.
Cool. That's not fun. But I did. Is he prone?
He is.
So I have to move closer to get advantage because when they're prone with a ranged, it's not right.
If you attack
With
them
it.
from range and they're prone, it's disadvantage to you.
Okay. Even if I am 5 feet away,
If you're 5 feet away, no.
would that be advantage or just normal?
It would just be normal.
Okay, I'm gonna start leaving then. Before I leave, I'm gonna have Bando hit him and then fly with me.
Alright, so once again, start of Bando's turn. He is going to suffer some poison damage. Five points of poison damage. He flashes in there, tries to hit the wiggling creature, but somehow misses.
Cool. He's got half of his movement.
Get away from me! You stink!
What are you doing?
I thought we killed it. And I turn back around. And I'll ready a bow attack if he stands back up.
Okay, so you're ready to take a shot if he stands up.
Correct.
Okay, Miza's turn. She looks quite confused here, not sure what the plan is, or if perhaps she has something that can assist here. So she is simply going to make her way for the doorway.
Maybe your pouch dust would get rid of him.
As she's coming through the doorway, she says, I tried that. It doesn't seem to be working.
Right, but the two people who can cast fire are stuck outside now.
Finnegan, your turn.
Yeah, but fire didn't just drop him. He's still wiggling. It didn't kill him. 5.
Maybe if you do fire while it's wiggling?
Okay, I'm gonna share a space here for my firebolt.
All right, you push into this area, shoot at the guy on the ground, wiggling through the cover, but you do manage to connect. Yeah, once again, singes the flash, but he's still wiggling.
Well, never mind. I'm all out of ideas.
That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, Airmere! Kick me that mask as a free action! Maybe. I don't know. Okay, end my turn.
All right, Josephine.
All right. Fuck.
I don't think that's an official action.
How scary is this if I try to go out the north door? Because we got a bunch of plague victims on the south door. So I don't think I want to go that way. But if I open this door and there's another one on the end, I think we're all just dead. But she sees them getting sick. She knows she's having trouble, so I think I have to try it. So I'm going to come this way. I would like to use my free interact with object action to try to open this door.
It opens.
All right. I'm going to... So that was 10, 15, 20. That's my movement. And then... I'm gonna go ahead and close the door as an action. Just in case it stands up and sees a way out, it doesn't come this way.
All right, the door is closed.
20. Do I have any key points left? Probably not. It says I have one, but I don't think that's actually true. I think I might have forgotten to spend it. Or maybe I just got my ass kicked so hard I didn't have time to spend it.
I try to build all the ways you can spend it into attacks. If it still says you have one, you probably do.
I'm alright for now. I'll end my turn. Hello? I clicked it. Did it? There it goes.
All right. At the start of the creature's turn, you notice that its wounds rapidly heal. It will then use half of its movement to stand up, triggering Eomir's readied action.
Cool.
Which unfortunately will miss. Alright, the creature will then continue its strategy here, first attempting to bite Gorlami. Gorlami, defensive roll, please. Its bite manages to get through your defenses here, Gorlami, biting you for 5 points of piercing damage. And then follows it up with 2 claw attacks against Bryn. Bryn, defensive roll, please, twice. The first one you managed to get struck, unfortunately. However, the second one you evade spectacularly. We'll cut that in half because of your rage, so 4 slashing damage. Okay, move to Gorlami's turn. Constitution saving throw, Gorlami. Unfortunately, you find yourself coughing and hacking as this yellowness seems to suffuse your body.
Okay, I'm going to step here next to Bryn. Can you give me the breakdown of the shove action again, Adam?
Essentially, it's use your action to try to push them backwards. You take an athletics check, and you have to defeat their static athletics value. If you succeed, you can push them back 5 feet or knock them prone.
I'm going to attempt to shove them back 5 feet. See if I can push them back into this door.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an athletics check, and you're trying to beat his static value.
Fair enough. Do I need to do this as a blind check or a public athletics roll?
You can just do it publicly. Alright, you throw your body weight against the large creature, but it does not budge. So that takes your action, your attack.
And I don't necessarily want to do anything yet from a bonus action. I'm just going to try to withstand another round, I guess. I'm going to shout, "I'll hold him off! Get out of here!"
Alright, Kurtu, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit him again. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Alright, you line up a shot through the narrow opening of the doorway where Aomir is standing, trying to hit the creature. Adding your hero point on top of that, yes, you do manage to connect. Go ahead and post damage. Alright, nice. The fire burns the creature badly, and you'll see it drops to the ground and begins wiggling again.
Now can we shove him in the door? Trap him?
Bryn, at the start of your turn, I'll need a Constitution saving throw, please. Alright, this yellow aura coming off of Gorlami is still getting you to cough, but you are able to fight through it.
Alright. Picking up on what everybody else is putting down. Can I try and push this guy through the door and close it?
You can. Give me an athletics check at advantage, as he is down prone and can't really resist you too much, but he's still a pretty heavy lob of flesh. Yeah, as you try to find an area here to get some leverage and start rolling him, you can push him a little bit, but not enough to make any movement on the map. That will take one of your attacks.
Alright, try again.
Alright, feel free to roll another athletics check. This time you do find a fold in his fat gut as you kind of push him and he slogs a bit to the south.
Is it enough for me to close the door?
His arms is still kind of blocking where the doorway would be. You could try to close them, but they wouldn't be totally closed.
Alright, I'll try to close the door. I'll close the door as much as I can and yell, "Get his arms! Get his arms!"
Alright, so the door is partially closed at this point as we move to Aomir's turn.
Yeah, I think I am going to...
Oh, actually, sorry, Aomir. Start of your turn. You're going to take some damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh yeah, I got to take some damage. Same with Bando.
6 poison damage to you. And 5 poison damage to Bando.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move this way here. And have Bando kind of moving right there. Looking at Finn and Kurtu, I'm gonna kind of just... Are we hightailing it out of here?
We're gonna close the door.
Yeah, Bryn's on it. Where's Josephine?
Okay, 6 feet, buddy. 6 feet.
6 feet. 6 feet. And that is my turn.
All right, Misa is continuing to cough a bit here. And she just is going to move a bit further as she sees some of you guys starting to come out, and continuing to cough, she moves pretty quickly. Okay, Finnegan.
Gas mask is right there in the doorway. If I move, I break this 6-foot rule. I don't think I could hold my breath and run over there right now.
You can certainly try. You don't know if that's going to help you at all.
Oh, I'm just gonna. No, I'm gonna move here and just get out of the way for the contaminated people. Ugh.
Okay,
I'll take a dodge
Josephine.
action. Sorry, dodge action.
Dodge,
All right,
okay.
no. All right, so knowing that my people are still over here somewhere, I'm going to start heading in that direction to regroup with them. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Use my dash to get 5, 10, 15, 20.
As you get over in that direction, Josephine, you notice the opening to the only remainingly standing tower, the northeast tower, is to your northeast, of course.
Yep. And this gap looks like I can get through it down here.
You could. There's some rubble there. You feel like it's going to be difficult terrain to push through that area, but you certainly could get through.
Okay. That's all I can do.
All right, top of the not top of the round, but the creature's turn, I should say. The creature's wounds knit up. And it is going to stand as you're trying to, with one hand, sort of hold the doors closed here, Bryn. Bryn, give me an athletics check to see how well you manage to keep the doors closed as far as how much of his hands are through. Yeah, unfortunately, as he's standing, just the girth of his body, he just pushes the doors easily open. All right, as that occurs, he is going to push himself back through the opening here. And once again, he's going to attempt to bite you, Gorlami. Nice. This time you managed to cause him to fumble. Go ahead and throw a melee fumble.
He takes acid damage from his own saliva.
He lunges past you, exposing himself to an attack. If you wish, you can make an opportunity attack here with your reaction. Yes, your hammer manages to connect solidly in his chin, dropping him back to the ground and denying him his other 2 attacks.
Very good.
Stupid thing.
Gorlami, at the start of your turn, this illness is taking its toll on you. You suffer 1 point of poison damage. And you notice the creature wiggling around on the ground in front of you.
Righty. I am going to use my action to shove it into the room, hopefully getting it the rest of the way.
It's kind of pushed itself back out, but you might be able to make it some way down there. Athletics check at advantage. Fortunately not. This huge mass is just very difficult to get a hand on.
I'm gonna look at Bryn and say, leave it, let's get out of here. And I know Josephine went this way, so I'm gonna go back to get her just so everybody doesn't get separated. Okay, my turn.
All right, Kurtu's turn.
All right, seeing that there's people still in the room, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get them with some fire.
All right, you step back into the main entrance here.
All right, he's prone. If I move one more over, Adam, will I have advantage on my attack?
If you're within 5 feet of an enemy, you would have advantage on an attack, except that making an attack into melee with a ranged spell is at disadvantage, so it would work out to even.
But he's not moving at all.
He's wiggling around on the ground.
Okay, so I'll just use a hero point from here then.
Okay. All right, you try to aim at this massive flesh on the ground, firing off a shot, but unfortunately it does not connect.
That's even with a 15.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, so 15 does hit. It wounds him. He burns a bit, but he is still moving.
I just wanted to see the damage.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and also seeing, I think the gas mask is on the door. So I'm going to interact with the object. I'm going to grab that.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and step out.
I got your mask thingy.
Oh, thank you. Over here. Yeah, but 6 feet.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to come up one more.
Okay, Bryn's turn.
All right, listening to Gordon Lamy, she's gonna move up here. And ready in action to attack if the bad guy comes up our way.
Okay. All right, top of the next round. Aelmir, this poison is affecting you still.
Cool. How much damage?
10 points of poison damage to you.
Ouch. And Bando's probably dead.
3 poison damage to Bando.
Yep, just enough. Okay. Alright, so did I see where Finn went?
I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, I see where Finn went. Okay, I'm gonna move right here.
6 foot roll.
Making me use all my movement.
It's the same movement.
Yeah. Well, it's okay because I kind of want to come down this way anyway. So can I take to try to identify any kind of cure or anything for this? Possibly.
I mean, again, this is not something that you've ever seen before, and you didn't study the creature closely, so no, I would say there's no way you're going to just magically think of a cure.
But magic. Okay.
Hey, if you got some kind of magic that you think might work, you could always try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna like Finn, this is not great. I am feeling horrible. Perhaps you might have a salve of some sort to fix me.
No, I don't.
No, you
6
don't.
feet. 6 feet.
6 feet. All right.
Not only did he say no, he said it no quickly.
I'm out of juice.
Okay. Crime. Yeah, this thing hurts. Okay. I can't even make any kind of like saves or anything to kind of shake it off.
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bonus action, heal myself. It's an action. I'm gonna try to heal myself.
Yeah, you are able to heal yourself for 7.
Add the sharpshooter. All right. Thank you. That's my turn.
From down south, you hear, Finnegan.
Maiza, you okay? We're leaving. Don't go too far. Kurtu, this way. Whenever you're done doing what you need to do. 5, 10, 15. Stand here in the middle of the open. Actually, Maiza, where'd you go?
You heard
Dodge
her voice
action.
from the south.
Thank you. Dodge action.
Okay, Josephine.
Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll use my dash action to get through the rubble, so I guess this is 10 and 20 more. I see Finn. I'm gonna call out to Finn. I'm going southeast. Group up with me when you can. As I pass by, and then
Finn looks to the south, looks to the northeast, and goes,
I said I'm going southeast, so if you guys go south and we can meet up
Gotcha.
that direction. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That was my directions in 6 seconds. So I'll spend my last key point on Step of the Wind to get 20 feet farther. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm 2 spaces this way because I know you hate that.
Oh, yeah. Off map, got it. All right, Bryn and Gorlami notice as the creature's wounds knit up. It is going to stand up from prone. Then, seeing its closest target being Mr. Kurtu, it is going to pull itself through the doorway, and Kurtu, it is going to attempt to bite you. I will need a defensive roll, please.
Ugly beast.
Its bite manages to connect as you're trying to dodge. You suffer 6 points of piercing damage. You manage to maintain concentration on your blast as it follows up with a claw attack, hitting you once again, this time for 13 slashing. You manage to maintain concentration again as it attacks you a final time. This one you manage to duck. Gorlami. Gorlami, at the start of your turn, you suffer some poison damage. Three points of poison damage, in fact.
Okay. Running low on magicka. I've been thinking about what I want to do, and the monster kind of threw me off running after Kurtu, so he is going to move into this space behind it, and he is going to attempt to
Was that a Tony the Tiger growl?
Yeah, I can't decide whether I want to grapple or want to smack him. I'm gonna hit him or try to attempt to with my hammer.
All right, you line up a strike with your warhammer at the creature. Go ahead and make your attack. Oof. Go ahead and throw a fumble.
This happened, guys. We were doing so good for a
Oof.
second.
One of the worst on the chart. All right, you lose your footing as you swing, fall prone, hit your head on the ground. Throw a DC 13 con save, please. Failing that, you suffer 2d6 damage. I'll let you roll that upon yourself. And you've knocked yourself unconscious. So, from just describing this moment, you guys who can see this, notice Gorlami rush up, slip on something as he's swinging, falls down, smacks his head right into the ground, knocking himself unconscious, and he is not moving.
And I'm applying the damage now at him.
Jesus.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure that's going to be your turn as we move to Kurtu.
Yikes! I'm gonna use my last spell slot. I know I'm gonna hit.
And that's going to be at a level 2 because that's my last spell slot.
Level 2. Okay, so 4 missiles flash out, striking the creature, wounding it.
Yeah, I was really hoping 4 did better than that.
Unfortunate low roll.
Yeah, it is what it is, right? But I expect no less. I am going to go ahead and run, even though I know he gets an opportunity attack on me.
All right, feel free to move. Oh, start of your turn also, need a con save. All right, you manage to cough your way through that. You rush out of the way. Sure enough, the creature's long arm extends, trying to slash into you. Defensive roll, please. Catches you, dealing 9 points of slash damage. So as you move to here and then try to move further, this is where you get caught in the back and fall to the ground. This will end bless on those affected.
Oh, it says I succeeded.
Right.
I guess that ends my turn.
All right, Bryn's turn.
Well, this isn't going as planned. Can I hit him from here, from this angle?
You could try. You'd be attacking on a corner. I'd give him some cover.
Alright, but if I...
You can, of course, stop right on Gorlami's face if you want and just swing for him.
Tempting. Would he also get cover here, or...?
He would, yeah. I mean, and honestly, you're not going to hurt Gorlami if you stand on his space. It's just he won't be able to stand up. He'll have to move before standing up.
Alright. I'll, slash out at it.
All right, you step up this area, slash out. Once again, knock him to the ground where it begins to wiggle.
Okay, and then... can I... use... Well, it would take an action to pick up Gorlami, right?
It would be a grapple. You've used one of your attacks, so you still technically could take a hand off your weapon and grapple him.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple Gorlami and move as far as I can with him towards Kurtu.
So I believe you've moved 25 so far. What is your total speed, Brent?
40.
So you can move 1 square, because that will take you twice your movement, so 10 extra. So you can move 1 square to get you to 35 with Gorlami dragging behind you.
Ooh. So I'd be on the creature, basically.
If you go east, you would, yes.
Alright, I will go north then.
All right, you step north, pulling Gorlami at your feet.
Alright.
Okay, top of the round, Aomir suffering some poison damage.
One. Hey.
Point.
Hey, I'm not complaining. So, Kurtu, is he still bleeding?
Kurtu is on the ground. You saw him take a wicked slash from this clawed arm of the creature, and he just hit the ground.
Cool. Would it take an action to pull him back?
Yes, you would use an action to grapple, move at half speed as you pull him backwards.
You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look at Finn. I'm gonna be like, the heck with your 6 feet. I'm going to move right here. And instead of trying to, stabilize him, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
At 2nd level.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
12 HP back for Kurtu. So Kurtu's eyes suddenly flash open as he is now conscious with what looks to be a single level of exhaustion.
Okay, so that's my action. I'm going to double check because it's been a while since I've played this character here. I want to make sure, see if I can do anything cool. I can't do anything cool. So I'm gonna bring him back up. That was 5. An additional 10. 15. This guy's down. And I see Gore with Bryn, right?
Yep, she's Gore is at Bryn's feet.
Okay, cool. 15, so that was 15. There's 30, 35, and then that's my turn. Get out of there, Kutu!
From the south, you hear Miza's voice call up. I feel fine now. It's once I got far enough away from anybody that was sick, it just went away.
Huh.
Stay there. We're coming to you.
Finnegan.
Stay there so you can sick again.
It's 6 feet, huh?
As I'm quickly refreshing here, we'll just go ahead and move to Finnegan's turn.
Okay, yeah. All right. Miza's to the south. Hey, anyone who can hear me, we're heading south. I'm going to move south. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I see her. She's over here. She's fine. Dodge action.
All right, Josephine.
Would I have heard?
You would have heard Finn.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have heard Miza, though, where you're at.
Okay,
Because
but I
remember,
heard.
you're
Finn-
actually 10 off map. Otherwise, you would.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, that made all the difference. So if I heard Finn, I will start pivoting to the south. I think I will go one more space east, and then I will make the other 15, diagonally east, so it'll be the same distance. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck. Token move. 25, 30, 35, 40 with movement and dash.
Okay.
Do I still see the... I guess there wouldn't be any bodies over here, right? Because we kind of funneled them all over
Correct.
to the
yeah.
west side.
You do not see any dead bodies there.
Okay. I'm gonna call out. Try to let it eat the. Actually, I guess I don't know that the creature is still active, so I guess I don't do that. Never mind. Because I kind of bounced out of there after seeing everyone get fucking sick. So.
All right, creature's turn. Its wounds knit up. It then stands up and moves through the doorway. Getting next to you, Bryn. Bryn, it tries to bite you. Defensive roll, please. Its teeth smash into your shoulder, dealing 8 points of piercing damage. It then follows up with 2 claw strikes. Bryn, 2 more defensive rolls, please. Oof, both of them tear into you. 9 and 10 slashing for a total of 19 slashing.
Is that reduced because I'm raging?
Unfortunately, you are no longer raging, as you had a turn where you didn't deal damage or take damage.
Oh crap, right.
Gorlami, death save, please. 2 GM, of course.
Do I take any damage from the poison?
You do, yeah. So it'll be automatic 1 failed death save. And then that roll. And we move to Kurtu. So Kurtu, you're actually prone as well right now, because you were dropped to the ground, then healed. So prone, what would you like to do?
Well, I'd like to get up.
All right, you spend half your movement to stand up.
I'm gonna go there.
Well, I have. Am I able to hit him from here without any negative effects?
I would give him. No, I would say you can hit him straight up there. You have a straight line to his token.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let me see how many hero points I have left. I have 1, so heck, I might as well use it.
Okay.
Yes, score a big frickin' 2. That's awesome.
I mean, your max is 6, right? Because you're a spellcaster.
That will unfortunately miss.
All right, I'm going to come down 2 more.
I'm trying.
Bryn, are you still on your feet or are you down?
I am barely on my feet.
Barely on your feet. Okay, your turn.
All right. I am going to try to run with Gorlami towards this door.
Okay, so meaning you're dragging him and just moving without any special actions.
I'd like to take the dash action as much as I can.
Okay, so you're going to step away 5 feet, so go ahead and move where you'd like, and that's going to cost you 10. All right, and then you move again. That'll cost you 20 on the next one. All right, and as you step to there, he is going to attempt to hit you with that elongated claw. Defensive roll, please. It does indeed catch you, dealing 10 points of slashing damage and dropping Bryn to the ground.
So, yep.
All right, so as Bryn drops, we move to Aomir's turn.
Okay, so I did hear did I hear Bryn yelling or anything?
I didn't hear her yell. Should know, so I would say no.
Well, I did just, I don't know if you saw in chat, I just put Kurtu yells that our friends are trapped.
Okay. There's 20 feet, and I can see the tip.
And unfortunately, reloading, because at the start of your turn here, Emma, you will, of course, suffer some poison damage.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So I can see the troll here through the vision. Would I have a clear shot?
You have sharpshooter also, so sure.
Oh yeah, totally forgot about that. Okay. All right, I'm taking a shot at him.
That will be a critical hit. Go ahead and roll a critical.
Critical hit instantly kills it through its fucking regen, and we save the day. Come on, Victor, roll it. This is all you.
Oh, okay.
The arrow catches the creature in the shoulder. It drops to the ground once again, wiggling.
Okay, do I see Bryn in any of the madness here dropped?
Do you see her on your map? If not, you do not see her.
I can kind of see her. Does it... So, Adam, if you can look through my eyes, would I be able to tell that she's down?
I'll let you make your call. Whatever you see there, feel free to act on whatever you think you're seeing right now.
Okay. I don't want to metagame. Okay, so it's 20. We've got to get this troll killed.
We gotta get our friends out.
Oh, wait, you know what? Hey, Adam, question about the ambiguity of extra attack here. So it says I can make, if I use my attack, I can use it twice when I take the attack action. Could I use it with 2 different weapons?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I move in between them?
If you've got the movement left to get there, sure.
Cool. So I used 20, 25, 30. I've got a clear shot at his head, right?
I would say so, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my bow, pull out the scimitar, and I'm going to try to chop off his head.
And what's the scimitar? This is just a regular scimitar you have?
Yeah, just a regular scimitar.
Okay, got it.
So I've dropped my bow's on the ground. It's probably a bad decision, but whatever. And I should have advantage on the attack because he is prone.
You do, and if you hit, it's an auto crit. Okay, that's a crit. Feel free to roll a slashing crit.
Ignore the sharpshooter, and I'm going for the head, right?
Yeah, mechanically, unfortunately, there's no called shots in this, so we'll take both of your damage. He is slashed once again, wounded, does not sever his head, and he is still shaking.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Sever the head. Okay, give me like 30 seconds here. I don't even need 30 seconds. All right, that's my turn. Chop his head off.
All right, Maiza, having heard Finn call out to keep going to the south, is going to do just that. Finn's turn.
Oh. Kurtu, what's going on?
Our friends are trapped.
Okay, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna say, I don't know what I'm gonna say duck.
Your firebolt misses. Okay, Josephine's turn.
Okay, if I heard Kurtu saying that, I'll start coming back. I don't know what I can do, though. 5, 10, 15. I'll dash to add the movement. I don't know how this works exactly. So I would get like halfway to 20, and then 25, 30, 35, 40. And that's as far as I can go. See the thing? I mean, I do, but how big does this guy look compared to the door here? Does it look like he can squeeze through that thing?
It does, yes.
Oh, shit. Well, we're all gonna die, boys. That's as far as I can go, so that's it.
Start of his turn, once again, his wounds knit together. He stands up from prone. And now he sees the elf next to him, scimitar in hand, and he attempts to bite him. Defensive roll, Aomir. The bite gets through your dodge for 5 points of piercing damage, and he follows it up with 2 claw attacks, 2 more defensive rolls. First one, you do duck, however the second one catches you in the chest for 8 slashing. Gorlami will suffer some additional damage, so 1 more failed death save, and then a death save roll. Alright, we won't announce anything there with the group as we move to Kurtu's turn.
Fucking knock it down, and then use Bryn's magic sword to try to behead it, maybe. That's all I got.
I keep missing. It's bloody. I keep slipping.
So, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and use sorcery points to get back. To use Quicken spell.
Okay, quicken. And what would you like to quicken?
I'd like to go ahead and shoot another firebolt.
Okay.
I'd
Unfortunately,
like to roll the exact same damn rolls I rolled last time.
2 threes in a row. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's what I'd love to do, and then I'd like to go ahead and run a little bit.
I keep trying. It's a mess.
He's big. How do you not?
It's hard. I almost hit you. I'm trying to get out of the way.
All right, Bryn, unfortunately. Oh, you're not poisoned, so just a death save and set yourself 2 GM first, Bryn, before you roll that death save. All right, we won't announce that to the group, but we will move to our next top of the order, Aomir. This poison is still affecting you.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
7 points of poison damage.
Okay, I'm gonna take a slash with the scimitar.
All right, you slash out with the scimitar towards the creature.
I'm gonna use hero points for this.
All right, go ahead and burn a hero point. Okay, we'll add 7 to your attack roll. With the 7, no longer blast, that will hit. You wound the creature as the blade slashes up its arm.
Okay. Oh, man. Second attack. Whoa, hold on. Let me see if I could do something. Actually, can I... Oh, I didn't ask it before. You know what? Before this attack, can I bonus action Hunter's Mark?
Unfortunately, not before the attack. You could do it now if you wish.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, like, my second attack.
No. So when you make an attack, you have to do both your attacks before you interrupt anything in the middle with like a bonus action.
Okay, cool. All right.
You low rolled it though, so if you hit, you will knock it down if it's at 10 HP.
Yeah. All right.
So your min is 5.
That will connect. And once again, it drops to the ground and begins to wiggle.
Okay, can I climb over him?
You can.
Having not used any movement, that's 15. Looking around here, 15, 20. Can you put like a marker or something for my bow down there? I'm gonna drop my scimitar and grab this big old, like, the Flamberg of Talhoun from Bryn.
It was a long sword, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know. It sounds cooler. Sounds cool.
You're gonna have to convert that to English for me, though. What did you do?
He wants to grab Bryn's weapon, the magic sword.
Okay, so you had scimitar in hand. You step through, drop scimitar to the ground, interact with object to grab Bryn's longsword from her.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so you now have Bryn's longsword in hand.
Yeah. All right. That's the move. I've used 20 feet of movement, and that's my turn. Actually, no. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark the troll.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. Okay, the creature is affected by this.
And that's my turn.
All right, Misa is effectively off map, so I'm going to remove her from initiatives and move to Finnegan.
Oh, they're still down, Kurtu?
I think a couple of our friends are down.
Get ready to shoot it if it stands back up.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, that's a good ready to action. Duh. Hey, you're pretty smart. 5.
I'm just trying to live here, buddy.
15. I think I can still do it here. Yeah, I can still do it there. Then I could probably still... It's the same thing. Okay, there's my... I've moved a bunch, but I'm going to end up there. I'm going to take my ready to action for Zippo when he stands up. How about that?
Okay.
Alright. Oh, shit. 5, 10... I don't think I can afford to get any closer, so I will take a ready to action to throw a dart at him when he stands up.
So I would say, Finn's going to have a shot, but it's going to be some cover. Josephine, yours is going to be major cover. Like I don't think you even have really...
What if I go over...
So draw a
here.
line. Draw a line from your square to the creature, and just make sure you're not going through any walls.
It's kind of hard to see the walls just because of the angle and the...
So I'll point where the wall's at real quick.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I can hit it. I definitely can't hit it from here, huh? What if I... Nope. If I move here, will I be in Finn's way?
Well, again, if you draw a line from Finn's token, right, and see if he has a shot at it, right? So as long as you're not in the square just to his northwest.
Alright, I'll try to go here then, and then... Is that okay? It's still kind of clipping the...
You'll have a shot, but he's definitely getting benefit from cover.
That's fine. I'm probably not contributing much here anyhow.
All right.
So, yeah, we're gonna try.
Okay, so pretty typical. You guys have probably guessed what's going to happen here. Wounds knit. He then tries to stand up. That will trigger. All right, nice.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
It burns so hotly that it actually turns him back into a regular troll. Ah, fuck.
Unfortunately not. Just a regular hit. But enough to drop him right back to the ground where he gets no actions this round.
So since he fell over, I will refuse to take my ready to action just to save the ammo.
All right, fair enough. We move to Gorlami's turn. Gorlami will go ahead and throw a death save to GM, and we will move to Kurtu.
You got it, Eomir. Cut his head off. Do something.
Irmo, we'll keep him down. You drag our friends out.
I'm going to go ahead and do the same. I'm just going to hold a ready action that if he stands up, I'm going to shoot him and I'm going to say,
Everybody try to run. I hope you guys can run.
All right, Bryn, death save please to GM. Oh, and I will also need a Constitution save, Bryn. All right, in your very unconscious state, you are coughing a bit, but not affected. Top of the round, Eomir suffers some damage.
Okay. Please let me survive.
8 points of poison damage.
Ooh, okay, we're good. All right, so I just noticed that you put that longsword on my sheet already. I'm going to go down to the troll here and called shot, whatever I have to do here. I'm going to try to cut its head off.
So just for reference, I didn't add anything to your sheet. You might have dragged it.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, it added 2 then, I guess.
Yeah, it usually does one-handed and then two-handed because the longsword has 2 different types.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so again, reminder that called shots aren't really a thing in 5e, so you can certainly try to aim for its head, but there's no special effect unless you have an ability or like a sword of, I forget what they're called, Severine or whatever it's called. So unfortunately, you're knowing that you don't have a very likely chance here of cutting the head off. Mechanically, no chance.
Okay, cool. All right. So mechanically, no chance.
Oh, then we're all just fucking dead, huh?
Drag the bodies out. We'll keep them down.
Yeah, I don't even know why I grabbed the sword. Okay, I'm gonna grab Gorlami then.
Okay.
Action, grab Gorlami.
Can you heal them?
Ooh, yeah, good call. Does it look like Gorlami is breathing?
On a passive glance, hard to say. You could, of course, use action medicine to see if he is.
Yeah, I don't want to use my action. All right, I'm just gonna yell down the hallway like, keep him down. I am going.
Good idea.
Cure wounds on Gorlami.
All right, go ahead and burn the cell slave. You course some healing power through Gorlami's body, but he does not react.
That's what I was afraid of. Oh, okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Finn.
Okay, from right there, I'm going to ready my action as a firebolt if he stands up. I'm going to say, get Bryn out of there! We'll keep him down! Ready to action if he stands up, firebolt.
Okay, Josephine.
Ready to action, dart if he stands up.
All right. So heal, stand up. Finn, go ahead and make your attack. That will hit. He drops back to the ground.
We can just do this into perpetuity. So this is the rest of the campaign, guys. We're just gonna sit here and burn this guy until we starve to death.
Kurtu, your turn.
I'm gonna ready action again if he stands up so I can try to help my friends.
Okay. All right, Bryn, Constitution saving throw first. All right, and then death save, please. Bryn, your eyes flash open as just a bolt of energy seems to flow through you. You become conscious with 1 HP and have your full turn to act.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'm gonna open my eyes and look at Aomir and look down at Gorlami and be like, Aomir, let's get out of here. And I'm gonna dash right on out of there.
You also realize you don't have your magical sword in hand any longer.
And he has it in his hand.
Right.
Yeah, I
What
have
are you
it in
doing with my sword?
I'm gonna give him a very odd look and bring my fucking sword.
Yeah, if hey, listen, if she tries to grab it, I'm just gonna like throw it like it's on fire. Like,
All right, so keep in mind, standing up does spend half your movement, and then I'm assuming you want to move and dash.
Yes.
All right, you spent a total of 50 feet of movement, so I think you have 10 left if you said your speed was 40.
Alright, so boop. And boop.
Okay, Aomir, at the start of your turn,
yep. Tell me how much damage.
4 points of poison damage.
Okay. I was reading something before my turn started. It happened so fast. Okay, cool. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my scimitar.
Okay, interact with object to grab the scimitar.
Yep. So I'm holding both a longsword and a scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of like look down at Gorlami, and this tear falls to the stone. I'm gonna move 5 feet. He is still down. "20 feet there. Mechanically, I'm asking a lot of questions here. This is weird. Mechanically, how would I be able to throw my longsword or throw the longsword like away and grab my bow? Like, would I have to use my action?
Well, you've already interacted with the object to grab the scimitar, so if you want to drop the longsword and then action to grab the bow, you could, but to get your bow at this point without losing anything is definitely going to be a next round.
I don't want to lose my bow. That's a big loss.
Don't get close to us, sicko, whatever you do.
6 feet. All right.
Boosters.
So I've used 25, 30. So that's 35, and then I guess I'll use the dash action. As I'm running, I'm like, Kurtu, grab my bow! 25. There we go. That's my turn.
All right, Finn.
Okay. Kurtu, get out of there. He's gonna get up and hit you.
I know, but everybody else is having their 6 seconds first.
You gotta cover him.
We got him. We got you covered. I'm gonna ready my attack for my Zippo.
Okay.
I don't have a good angle, so you're gonna have to high roll.
Again.
I'm getting out of here. Sorry, guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So dash action 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right, go ahead and post your attack, Finn, as the creature does stand. Go ahead and post damage.
Delay. I'll try to. There it is.
All right, it hits the ground once again.
Lucky boy.
Kurtu, your turn.
Gnomes
Get
can
the
do
fuck
anything.
out of there, Kurtu.
Let's see. Should I pick up this bow or not?
No, get out of there. We'll buy him another one.
Actually, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna pick up his bow.
Just bring me my gas mask.
I got the gas mask too. And then I'm going to run, Forrest, run. And I'm going to take the dash action. Yeah, that's about right. So we're running anyway.
Okay, Bryn's turn.
All right. Bryn will run as well.
All right, top of the round for Aomir, who suffers 9 points of poison damage and drops to the ground.
Okay, I'm just gonna like cough and then just thud.
Fuck, I thought we were gonna get out of here with 1 death. Oh well. Fuck, that's so bad.
Finn's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Wait. Why did I have my measure? Okay, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. Still have that same. Oh, I can't see it. There. I'm gonna go there. Ready my action to drop him if he stands up.
Josephine.
What a hero. Alright, so... is this difficult terrain here, or do I have one more space?
The space you're on right now, I can't really see it well. If it had the rubble in it, it's difficult
Here.
terrain. No, you can
a little
count that
bit.
one as
Okay,
not.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, and then... Do I see Miza?
You do not.
Okay. She, last I heard, was running south, right?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Okay, so I will continue going south with my dash action, so down here. That's all I got.
All right, once again, stands up, triggers Finn's attack. Finn still has a bit of a line of sight there, strikes it, go ahead and post damage. Yes, and once again, it will drop to the ground. All right, and in the essence of time here, Kurtu, is there anything in particular you're doing other than running?
Maybe stabilizing our friend?
But he's
I don't know if he saw him go
poison,
down.
though. He's got poison.
Well, he dropped right 10 feet from him, 15 feet from him.
Yeah, but he's poisoned. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
like bleeding stuff. So that's what I don't know. That'll work.
He's not bleeding, he's poisoned, right, Adam? That icon says bleeding, but...
Bleeding implies he's making death saves because he's at 0 HP.
Is there a way that I can stabilize him, Adam? I'm just not sure.
You
how
can
that
approach him
mechanically-
and use your action to make a medicine check to try to, put cloth and stuff on him to stop him from bleeding. Again, not necessarily a bleeding wound, but he has fallen to the ground and maybe is coughing blood, that kind of thing. But yes, mechanically, action medicine check could stop him from making death saves.
I'll do it. I will try. I mean, he did heal me. What else can I do?
All right, use your action, make a medicine check. So blind check, please, here as you attempt to stabilize him.
Doesn't matter. We know I'm going to roll low. I mean, it's just what I do.
That's true. We're going to see in the blind check, then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is gonna hurt. Who gave Kurtu permission to do this?
All right, yeah, so you can see that there's not an obvious physical wound. That seems as though this poison is just slowly draining him of his life. But yeah, using something in your knowledge base here and applying a bit of know-how, maybe it's you slap him on the back and get a little bit of that bile out of his throat, and he seems to be stabilized.
Well, he just said he didn't want me to. He said that Kurtu shouldn't be doing that. Ha.
Victor said that. Aomir's unconscious.
Okay, and
I'm gonna put the bow on him too.
and now that you're alive, here's your bow.
Okay, you set the bow on his unmoving body.
And I move away just in case.
Drag his body south. Get him out of here. I'll cover one more shot.
Bryn, your turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Pick up Aramir.
Okay.
And then then use the dash action to run as far south as I can.
All right, so each space will cost you 10.
40.
All right, so Aemir, at the start of your turn, you'd suffer some poison damage. Let me double check something real quick. Lucky duck. Bryn got you exactly as far enough away as needed for that poison to no longer keep ticking. So you are no longer poisoned. You are no longer making death saves. You are just unconscious.
Thank God.
All right, so with that in mind, to try to move this along a little bit, Finn, are you ready? Excuse me, are you ready in another shot for when he stands?
Well, yeah, because no, it's my turn now. No, we're all clear. I'm going to try to get out of his line of sight. Maybe he gets up and he's confused. So no, I'm going to move. Can I move?
Yeah, you can move.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get out of here! And then I'll even dash for 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, something like that.
Okay, Josephine, I assume you're just getting further away, right?
Yep.
All right, so feel free to move yourself, but just to speed things along, I'm going to move the turn order. So creature stands, nobody's directly attacking him at this point. So he spends half his movement to stand. And starts pulling himself out into the courtyard as we move to Kurtu.
All right. Knowing that he's probably going to be able to attack me if I run. Adam, is he with 10 feet? Is that what you would call that?
Yeah, yes.
All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive that, so I'm going to go ahead and firebolt him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. You can set yourself back to
Yeah,
public,
sorry.
but that does indeed hit. Go ahead and post damage.
Roll high this time. Oh my God.
Oh, it is what it is, right?
He
All
is
right.
wounded.
Oh, that's great. So I'm going to go ahead and run anyway. I should have disengaged, but I saw these other guys down there. So anyway, I'm going to run.
All right, feel free to move. Okay, opportunity attack to try to hit you with that claw. Defensive roll, please. Does indeed connect for 14 slashing damage. So unfortunately, Kurtu, as you step away, you drop down to 0 HP.
Yeah, I should have disengaged. I wasn't thinking. Oh well.
All right, so that's Kurtu on the ground. We move to Bryn's turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna. If I grabbed Kurtu and threw him over my other shoulder,
You know,
would that cost
Kurtu's pretty small, so I would say you could, grapple and put him on your shoulder, and maybe we'll say for every 4 squares you move, subtract a 5th square.
Okay. So I'm gonna dash.
So you want to use your action to grapple Kurtu or just take off running?
Oh, I'll grapple Kurtu.
All right, so now you're holding on to Aelmir on one arm, and then you've got Kurtu slung over your shoulder.
All right. 1, 2. Oh, thinking 3, and I'll try and get cover there.
So because that is difficult terrain, I'm going to keep you in this square here, Bryn, as you have both of these guys in your hands.
Oh, can I move? Then can I just move one more to the south.
Yes. So only one though, not two. So you could go one back up.
Okay, I'll just stay there, right here, and not block Finnegan's shot if he goes in there.
Okay. So top of the round, Aomir is no longer poisoned, so we're going to skip him. Finnegan.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. I got a clear shot there.
That would be 25 because you're entering difficult
25.
terrain.
I'm gonna let it fly. Here we go, boys.
Any hero points left?
No, I'm
Oh,
completely
shit.
out. Oh shit!
Oh,
Good
fuck.
reminder though. All right, no whammies.
That will connect.
Oh, gnomes can do anything.
Gnomes can't do anything. Oh my god, what a hero.
That will drop him to the ground once again.
Come on, hurry up! And I'll move one more.
Let's fucking go. So, yes, Adam, in the interest of time, so you don't have to do another little lovely terrain work here, I'm just taking off to the south. And if I see Miza at any point, I'll start heading her way.
Okay, Bryn, throw me a blind check, please. Okay. You hear the sound of the creature getting closer, but you don't see the creature when you glance back. Kurtu's being dragged. Move to Bryn. Bryn, is it safe to
Do I
assume?
need to do a death save?
Are you at... Yeah, actually, I'm sorry, you do. So 2 GM death save, please. I forgot you were actually on death saves. Sorry, reloading here real quick. Bryn, are you running south, like moving and dashing?
Yes.
Okay, so in the essence of time, then, I'm going to say that you start making your way further south, and as you're glancing back, you don't see the creature any longer. Finnegan, you saw a little bit of it moving south, but then you don't see it any longer either, as it seems to be out of your line of sight. Are you continuing to move south, Finnegan?
Yes, we're all gonna leave line of sight of the building. Yep.
All right, so big exhale. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys back to the Sword Coast map as you have made your way out of this shrine direct area. Once you've gotten a little distance away, I'm sure with the number of people that are around you that there's no way that our downed death save Kurtu could totally die. But Kurtu, I'm going to ask you to make one more death save just to see.
Alright, I just want to make sure I'm still 2 GM.
All right, fair enough. And then by that time, at least one of the team members is going to be able to stabilize you before you have to do any additional rolls. So, everybody take a deep breath. Wow. Let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break here, guys. And when we come back, we will collect our thoughts and see what in the world happened and how we're going to move forward.
My god. Alright.
Dang.
Everybody back at 15.
One stupid troll.
It's all
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of our session. A little bit dangerous here. Unfortunately, the group ran into a very tough battle and find themselves wounded, having lost a companion as they're making their way away from the shrine and don't know exactly what was inside that enemy they fought. So, group, those of you that survived, so everybody except Gorlami, you guys have made your way out. Bryn is pulling double duty as she has both Kurtu and Aomir in grasp, going to tire her pretty quickly, of course, as you guys are trying to make your way away from the shrine. It doesn't seem on quick look back that the creature is following you. What would you guys like to do?
I'll grab Kurt. Hey, let me help with Kurtu. He's like my size. You just run away from him.
But then there will be two of us that are tired. We should look for a place to camp and rest.
Well, I'm the healthiest of us all. Yeah, but let's just go a little further. Where would Aramir look? Hey,
I'm not as good at it as Aomir is, but I can try to find try to find us a place. I am tired, though, from all the axes I took to the face right before we got into that fucking mess, so...
Yeah, you look exhausted. Do you remember where that cave was? Was that far?
I have an excellent memory for geography and maps based on my Outlander background, so I do, without a check, because that's how it works.
Sweet. Well, then what I'm going to do is give you a little, if you want to look, I'm going to do a little buzzy thing that might help you. It's like a spyglass. You got to put this on your eye. Maybe it could help you look. There's guidance.
Okay, so for reference...
Brian really wants you to roll.
I mean, I'm rolling at disadvantage, but...
Yeah, but it's either you, Brent, or me, and I don't have it.
But I have an excellent memory of maps and geography, so I should know where the cave is, given that we just came here a few hours ago.
You could do it. I know you can.
So how I'll interpret this is it says you have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain. So I would say in general, finding a location you've already been wouldn't be particularly hard, but yeah, go ahead and give me a blind check with the Wanderer. I'll let you have that at advantage.
Okay, so that cancels out from my disadvantage from 1 level of exhaustion, so I will also hero point this since I have 1 left.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, while I'm not giving you the exact DC, it's fairly low.
And you can't crit fail a skill check, so...
That is right.
So I will go ahead and blind check, so this is at +6 at straight roll, I suppose. Where'd it go? Blind check. I don't have a token selected, I don't think.
Lower left corner on this map.
Yeah, there we go.
You're doing an RNG. I like it.
All right.
I don't
so
like his silence.
I do a quick math. So survival plus your hero point. Yes. So you seem to recall that the cave that you previously stopped at, the one where there was the holes that were sort of dug in, and Finn answered this riddle, is actually to your southwest, probably an hour or 2 away.
How much time have we spent traveling today?
Oh, good question. So you guys rested.
I remember 7 hours.
I think it was like
rested
6.5.
a bit. So I would say you're pushing towards the end of the 8-hour travel time.
Okay. And do I remember with my Outlander background anything that might suffice along the way if we decide that we are too exhausted to get all the way there?
I mean, at the time, I would say you weren't specifically looking for places to relax or to, recover. But, I mean, you are in the hills, so it's certainly possible there could be another cave nearby.
What do you guys think? Should we try to find the place we were before? An hour or 2 out, and Bryn's dragging multiple bodies. Maybe we... I don't know.
I can try and keep going. Let's just head that way, and then if we can't make it, we'll make do.
Would you allow us to stop if it feels like we're right about to roll for exhaustion?
No.
Okay.
Because obviously your characters don't know when that roll's going to happen.
I suppose.
Well, we can't have you super exhausted. Yeah.
I'll say for choice-wise, if you want to look around in this general area, basically just do a 10-minute circle around here. You're at no risk of exhaustion as you search this area. If you want to make your way
Let's do that
hour or so, you're likely to have to check.
Let's check around here. I don't think... Just because I got so fucked up in that first fight and we got 2 unconscious people, I don't think it's safe to try to travel for 2 hours, potentially.
All right, give me another blind check as you look in this area, spending about 10 minutes circling around. Yes, after looking south here, kind of adjusting your loads and having a discussion and all that, you do eventually see Maiza off in the distance. It seemed as though she was looking back, waiting for you guys to approach.
Blind check there.
Okay, so Josephine, you spend 10 minutes or so searching this area, knowing that you're at disadvantage due to your exhaustion. You search around looking for anything that looks like it would be sufficient shelter for resting, but no, this seems to be a pretty barren area. There's not anything that you consider to be good. You can obviously just, sit down wherever you like, but you're exposed above. There doesn't seem to be any caves or anything else that would be beneficial.
Let me just look up real quick what the 3rd level of exhaustion does.
Is it movement?
Movement is 2nd. Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. You know what? It's alright. So... Guys, there's nothing around here. If that troll gets any ideas and starts wandering this way, we're not going to be able to get away unless we try to move now. Is everyone okay trying to find the cave?
Yes.
I think I know where it is, but we're going to be risking some stuff here.
Yes, we're fine. No, Bryn's strong. I feel good. You got to rely on your wonderful judgment. You could do it. I know you can. Let's go. Lead the way.
Yes,
Okay,
let's go.
So I will try to lead them. Let's push on to try to find the cave that we were at before.
Okay, so Kurtu and Aomir, please throw 2 GM a D4.
Adam, I don't remember how to roll it, just a GM.
Just do /GM roll space 1D4. Okay, so yes, you guys start walking, making your way towards where Josephine believes this cave that you guys previously stayed at to be. It turns out after traveling for about an hour or so, this is the chance risk of becoming exhausted. So I would like those of you that are walking to make a straight Constitution save. Those of you that are carrying somebody, Constitution save at disadvantage.
Fine. Did we lose Bryn?
That one actually was unfortunately not public, but...
Oh.
So, Bryn, you are going to suffer a level of exhaustion as you're carrying Aomir with you this whole time, trying to follow after Josephine. Josephine, you tough it out, and you're okay. Finnegan, you also are going to suffer a level of exhaustion as you're making your way here, trying to carry on to Kurtu. He's obviously not super heavy, but it's heavy enough that it makes it really difficult for you to move easily. So you'll suffer that level of exhaustion. After about an hour of traveling or so, Josephine, you're pretty sure you're within 20 minutes now based on the lay of the land. Again, it is dark, so a little bit more difficult, but you're fairly confident of that. During this time, Kurtu suddenly comes to as his eyes open. He has 1 HP.
Kurtu, give me my gas mask.
Okay.
And don't you ever do that again, okay? You stay up. Don't you ever fall down again. Give me my gas mask.
I tried not to, but things happen. Here's your gas mask. And thanks for being mad at me. You're making me sad.
Well, you gave us all a right fear for sure.
That's what happens when you don't declare that you're going to disengage. And you decide to try and you roll 2 1s on damage rolls. That's what happens. Lesson learned by everybody.
Well, I hope we all learned something. But
Guys, we're about maybe 20 more minutes away from the cave. How's everyone doing? Are we alright? Kurtu, can you walk?
Oh, I can walk. I feel refreshed.
Jesus. I'm reasonably confident, according to the voice in the sky, that we can find it soon. Do we want to...
yes, I believe in you. We need to go to a safe spot.
Yes, we have no choice. Let's keep going.
So it sounds like we're pushing ahead. Try to find this cave and hole up.
All right, you spend about 25 minutes more, Josephine, with the group attached to your hip as you're making your way through the hills. It's a bit up and down type of travel here. But yes, eventually after this 25 minutes or so, you see a little bit of a bend and what looks to be the obvious opening of a cave.
Of a cave or the cave I remember?
It's a
We spent
cave,
some
but
time there.
It looks to be in that same area you'd expect the cave to be.
Can I stealth ahead and with the party like 30 feet behind me, can I check out the mouth of the cave, see if it looks familiar?
Sure, give me a blind check as you try to stealth ahead away from your companions.
Not super far away from my companions, mind you, but close enough that...
Kurtu, use your inside voice.
I clicked it and it did not post anything.
You have your
Let me try
token
again.
selected in the lower left corner.
Yep. Let me try again. And Roll20 just lagging for me, I guess.
All right, you slowly make your way up to the mouth of the cave, trying to remain low to the ground and unseen. Yeah, you don't see anything, and you're pretty confident that that is indeed the opening to that cave you've been at.
Alright, I will gesture to the party to come with me.
He's remembered. Let's go, Bryn.
She. Respect my pronouns.
She remembered.
All right, as the group follows Josephine to the opening of the cave and gets a bit closer, all of you that are conscious can hear the sounds of almost like words being recited, perhaps from memory. It's hard to make them out exactly. They're sort of echoing as though there's somebody inside the cave speaking.
Oh God, we can't do this again. I mean,
Does it sound humanoid or?
Doesn't sound like a troll. The troll didn't know how to speak.
The words sound deep and sonorous, but they are in heavily accented comment.
It sounds like a person. I'm whispering this to whoever has come with me.
I'm here. I seem to be the healthiest. Maybe I'll take a look.
Yeah, maybe you can wear those slippers of yours. Those slippers that make you a little bit quieter.
Oh, I don't have those. I left them at your mom's house.
I was kind of talking about guidance, and maybe you had slippers that, you know.
Cast a spell to move more quietly. I like it.
We're going to mom jokes now between Kurtu and Finn.
No, I just meant that, you know, you use guidance, you always come up with an item. You know?
That's true.
What if we send in the unassuming old lady? That's not very threatening.
Well, that's true.
Glorified familiar. Fly in and check for us.
Maisa,
I don't know.
are you okay with that? Maisa, no one's gonna just... You're so precious and like little. Like, who's gonna attack you?
You see she looks towards Bryn, looks at the rest of you, and then looks down at herself and says, I don't think that would be best.
I don't think so either. I'll go up. I mean, what's the
No.
worst that could happen?
No, you don't go.
Oh,
You scare people.
oh. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, Finn, I think it's probably gotta be you. I'm covered in blood and mud and sweat from hitting the ground so many times. Bryn is also not in good shape. Kurtu is Kurtu.
Yes.
If it's anyone, it's gotta be you. Check it out. If he looks hostile, I guess we're all fucked. But
Okay.
I think this is a merciful DM. I don't think he would do this to us after pushing so far.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I believe in him.
Okay, I'm going to drink a potion. And it's one I created the last long rest. It's called Elixir of Swiftness. It's not really that useful, so I use it now. It gives me +10 to my movement, Adam.
All right, as you pull this elixir out of your pouch, pop off the cork, and take a sip, You realize, as do your companions, that it has suddenly become quiet inside of the cave.
Well, that's okay, because I saw Dylan's portrait update, so this might be him.
I was thinking the same thing.
Now, to Vic, that's called metagaming. See, that's metagaming, Vic.
I don't say that.
No, of course not.
Yeah, it's
All
fine.
right, I'm going to. Okay, all right. Okay, and then I'm gonna say, as a speaking voice. Okay, Okay, I have these. You're right. I do have these little. What do I have? I made these little squishy sponges that I put on the bottom of my feet to help me with guidance as I try to sneak up there.
Alright, as you cast this spell with a verbal component and it echoes throughout the opening of the cave here, you also notice that Dylan has a mustard yellow colored indicator, as suddenly you see coming through the opening is nothing.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna sneak up. Do I see anything as I approach?
As you step inside, I would say you probably notice some glowing eyes, perhaps, indicating that this individual can see in the dark. You're stepping in this rocky cavern, and you can see with your own dark vision against the back wall a figure that seems to almost match with the texture and the tone of the wall itself. And Dylan, why don't you go ahead and describe what your character looks like?
He is, I guess, Finn being in the dark, it would be hard for you to really make out his features because they're all gray. He's got a gray skin tone, and his face is, it looks cracked and like kind of marbled, but they're actually just healed scars over time. And he has probably about mid-back length dreadlocks that are ashen white and pulled back into like a kind of like a braid in the middle of his back. And he kind of just looks at you and says, "Is it customary for the smallest person to investigate a noise?"
Well, as the well, we juice straws. Really, it's quite silly. We kind of like this place, and what do you think? It's got shelter, and we kind of need a place to rest. So I do the shortest straw.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. We're strong. We're able-bodied, and there's one, two. It's 4 of us behind, and we're ready for. Are you friend or foe?
I guess it depends on what you want to do with me. I just needed some sleep.
So if I hear talking and not exactly what is being said, I'll just tell the group. It sounds like he didn't. His stealth mission failed. We gotta go in after him.
I'm gonna put away my Zippo then, and then I'll say, we mean no harm. My name is Finnegan Tiglo. I'm a chef extraordinaire. If you let us rest in this cave, I'll cook you dinner.
Yeah, it
Tiglo.
sounds like the whole party is coming in after him. Not like guns blazing, because I hear them talking. I hear them talking, so I assume it's not like a hostile interaction. So we'll walk in trying to look non-threatening.
And he's very big. He's 6'4", and he's 220 pounds. So he's very stocky, quite large. And as he sees everybody coming in, he kind of just picks up some of the stuff that he had, making his little makeshift camp, and kind of scoots it over and makes room for everybody, and looks down at the little one and says, "Finnegan, that's nice. My name is Leroy."
Leroy, nice. You're really tall, even for I see your ears. Are you an elf?
No.
Oh, sorry. Don't mean to presume.
Do you want to know?
Yes, I'm a gnome. I could do anything.
You gotta always make things about race, man. Kind of weird.
Well, I like learning about people. That's why.
You've probably not heard of me, young one. My kind is from far away. We are quiet and underground. We come from primordial beings. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was an earth shaman, and he followed some earth elemental deity, the harbinger of doom or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I'm an earth ganassi, if you've never heard of it.
No, my grandfather was a chef. Let's see, my dad was a chef, and I'm a chef. We just have taverns, but it's nice to meet you, and I'll reach my hand as high as I can to shake his hand.
Super big hand, kind of like completely encapsulates your hand, and it's like incredibly strong grip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy's pretty strong, guys, and I'm gonna like step away.
Well, it's good to meet you, Leroy. As you can see, we haven't had a good night. If you could, do you think you can put us up here? You said you were camping here. Did it seem safe throughout the rest of the night? What brings you here anyway?
So a lot of questions at once. Which do you want me to answer first?
Is it safe here?
Mm-hmm.
Good. We good to hole up with you? I know we just met, and we probably don't look the part of safe companions, but we don't mean you any harm. Probably couldn't hurt you if we tried. At this point in time.
I am bound by my tenets to offer you sanctuary. You can stay.
Well, I mean, it was our cave yesterday, so you can have it today. We share. That's what we do. I'm Kurtu.
Hi.
Do you know if I've heard of fire genasies before? And you're a stone one. That's neat.
Earth, but yes, stone will work.
Wonderful.
As he says that, I'll do one of my racial abilities, and I'll make like all of the visible parts of my skin harden into even more noticeable stone, and say, "Yeah, stone ganassi."
Oh, I'm gonna walk up and like try to hit your kneecap. How'd you do that? What'd you do?
I can do a lot of things. That one is I harden my skin, reduce the effects of like attacks, damage. You know, try to hit that stone, and it will mess up your hammer.
Okay. Punch you in the calf.
Doing some PvP here. Roll to hit.
Draw my battle axe, and no, I'm just kidding.
Ow! Dang. All right, guys, that's real stone. I think I'm gonna stare at it real closely.
I would say that you guys probably get the sense that he's reserved and quiet, sure, but he seems very proud. He's got a very stern look on his face. Does he notice anybody unconscious? Is anybody like passed out?
Fucking Eomir is lying against the wall of.
Yeah, Bryn is sleeping in Eomir, and she just set him next to her.
She's like leaning her legs against him.
What's that
Give
movie
him a
with
pillow? He won't mind.
What's that 80s movie with the sailing with the dead guy, Bill Murray? That's what I think you kind of set him up against the floor.
Bernie!
Yeah,
Bernie's
Bernie.
with
Yeah,
you,
we can
Bernie.
get
Bernie.
Get a Bernie.
Oh, he's fine. He's just sleeping.
It was tough. We found it. I think it was a troll. It was nasty, and unfortunately, we lost a friend of ours.
I am sorry, Kurtu.
You're making him apologize for losing his own character. What a dickhead. But it's okay. So, hey man, we really appreciate it. Any questions for us before we chill out here? I know we're kind of imposing, but we don't have another choice. It's like 3 in the fucking morning.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Considering the time of day, how about we rest and talk in the morning?
Great idea. I'll take first watch. I feel like shit, but
No,
as things go, most.
I got it. Y'all get some rest. The little one promised me food.
Yes, I'll make you breakfast, or within an hour. What's kind of a long rest, but it's not technically a long rest. But we're gonna sleep for a while, and yes, I'll make you. Do you like fig Newtons or little wrapped leaves with some corn?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Tell him not to overcook it.
Don't listen to him.
All right. Thanks again for your hospitality. I'm gonna lie down and try to get the blood out of my hair.
So yeah, Adam, Leroy will go and stand near the mouth of the cave and kind of lean against the wall and keep watch while the obviously beaten up group takes a second to heal themselves and catch their breath.
Okay, fair enough. So the group is trying to do what they can to rest and relax here in the safety of the cave as Leroy is taking prominent watch here. So during this first bit of time, Leroy, go ahead and throw me a blind check.
Ooh.
All right, everything is mostly quiet as the group is closing their eyes, sort of leaning against the wall, maybe tending to some wounds, all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, because some people will take short rests sometimes, some will not. I'm going to assume everybody has a short rest to take, but how we're tracking our armor class and passive perception down there in the display name, if you can add a value for short rest, and then when you take one, so just put like SR, 2/2, you take one, change it to 1/2, that sort of thing. Hopefully that won't be too annoying for you guys, but it'll give us a good visibility as far as who's taken a short rest and who has not. Does anybody not remember how to update their display name? Want me to walk through that real quick?
I remember, but I know I used 2 yesterday, unless we're saying that it ticks over at midnight. So.
Well, we didn't particularly specify that, but usually what I would say is once you sleep throughout the night and then wake up in the morning, that's when you get your SRs back.
Yeah, so I don't have one.
I think this would be my second for sure.
Yeah, I didn't take one yesterday. This would be my second anyway.
So I updated mine. Is that what you're thinking? Oh yeah, I see. Armor has
Yep,
it. Yep,
perfect. Yeah, looks like all you guys did it. That works. Okay, so I will. So Josephine, you're saying you don't think you have one right now?
I guarantee you I don't have one because I was down to like 2 HP when we were fighting the things that were attacking Bryn, the
animals.
hoofed guys, and then I had to take. There was one. Oh, and that was the second one actually, because the first one was against the Dune Mimic, which was the same day. Yeah, so I don't got anything left.
And I haven't been taking much damage, so I would imagine I have one left for tonight. After that, I'll have none.
So yeah, I'll trust whatever you believe you got now, and then like I say, moving forward, because we'll all have them in our display name, hopefully this will be a little easier to track. So it looks like Finn, Kurtu, the two of you are going to want to use your short rests now.
Oh, yeah, I can. No, I don't want to take it. 'Cause all I get is HP back, right?
And whatever recharges for you on a short rest.
I
Yeah,
think I
well-
had at least one left, and I want to use it, so I put 0 out of 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't. use. Can I use exhaust? Oh yeah, you know what? I will use it because I could roll for exhaustion.
All right, so I'm assuming Finn, Kurtu, and Bryn here are all using a short rest. So I'll apply that. Go ahead and set your HP up to max. If you have exhaustion you're trying to shake, you can make a con save DC 10 to shake 1 level during the short rest.
Dang.
Ben shakes one for the rest of us.
Dang, is that twice that you rolled double?
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
been
it
my
is.
night. It's been a very lucky night for sure.
All right, so during this 1 hour, as Leroy is the one on watch, Leroy, perhaps it's that you're a bit distracted, or maybe it's these new companions that you're not quite sure of what's going on here. You scoped out this cave a little bit, nothing too peculiar. You did find these little, like, sort of holes all throughout the cave, almost look like tunneling from something very small. I mean, barely could you even fit your eyeball onto this hole. It's that kind of small. But surprisingly, as you're scanning around and maybe you stand up, do a little walk around this little cave area, without hearing anything, without even noticing anything, as you make a full circuit and find yourself back to where the entrance would be, you notice only a flat rock wall, as though the entrance has somehow been sealed.
All right, he just turns around and walks away. It was nice knowing those guys.
Oh,
Like,
no, I'm
these
sorry.
guys tricked me.
You see them, right? So imagine an opening, and like you're looking at the opening, and then you turn your back to the opening and you start looking at everybody, and you do like a circle, right? Like you walk around the edges of the walls of the tunnel or the cave, and by the time you make a full circle and you're coming back to where the opening would be, there is no opening. It's just a rock wall. So like you look back, you can see all of these new individual folks, but there is no opening anymore. It's almost like somebody put up a rock wall where the opening was silently.
Who did this? Any of you? Got any?
Oh, did you
magic
wake us? Did you wake us up for this?
Oh, were you sleeping? I mean, I imagine that this was within the first hour.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't.
It's a
be
short period of time, but yeah, some of these guys are quite tired. It is real late, so it's certainly possible they dozed off too.
Yeah, I would think.
I would absolutely be asleep.
Yeah, if you shaked an exhaustion, I think it would be reasonable to say you slept through that hour.
I would say that Leroy would probably walk over to Finn because he's the only one he really talked to, and he's the only one who he knows his name other than Kurtu, and kind of shake him awake. Hello,
Nah.
everyone. Hello.
Yes. Are you gonna eat me now?
I don't like gnome. Not enough meat.
Oh,
the
good.
wall kind of closed us in. There's nothing there. No way out.
Oh, is it pitch black too?
Except for your dark vision, yes.
I didn't do that. You're the stone Genasi. That's pretty cool. You did that. You're so funny. I thought gnomes were tricky, but that was good.
I don't control stone.
So you don't know. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it with my hand.
Feels like solid rock.
We're stuck.
Can you keep watch for a moment? Allow
Yeah.
me to take some time.
Yes. I'm gonna strap you see him pick up the lid from his pot, and he straps it on his arm and grabs a Zippo. Yes, I'll keep watch.
He kind of like stares at you and goes, "Do you want a real weapon?"
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. And he will take a knee at him, and he's going to start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. Wait, ritually casting?
Right? Can't you ritually cast Detect Magic?
Only certain
Yes.
classes.
Ooh.
I don't think my class can do that. No. You're right.
I don't think the half casters can ritual cast.
So I'll just spin the slot.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. So, as an action, you cast this spell. Yes, I would say, based on the limitations of the spell blocked by stone, what I'm going to say is that you notice in these different areas where there are these holes, you get brief glimpses of sort of magical energy that is like popping off and on out of these little holes, but nothing specific enough to be able to tell a school or anything else, just sort of a generic magical aura that seems to be coming out of these holes every now and again.
What are you doing? What was that?
It allowed me to detect magical remnants around me. There are a few coming in and out of those holes. There again.
So I'm gonna look real close with my eye. I don't see nothing.
It's curious. You said you stayed in this hole before. Did it do anything strange last time you were in here?
Well, yes. You see those holes up there? Sometimes voices speak through them, and it gave me a riddle, and I solved it. It was a really cool riddle. The riddle was, I'm two bodies, but when I join as one, I run faster. Something like that. And who am I? And I was the only one who guessed it, pretty much.
An hourglass?
Yeah. Wow, that was fast.
Yep.
Well, I called it a sand drippy time thingy.
I've read that gnomes are too fast thinking to name things easily, which is why their names are Findledrop and Dizzledop.
You know Fizzle Drops?
I've not met
He was my brother.
Okay, yeah, but there's something going on. This is like a magical cave. You're right.
You want to try speaking to that thing in the hole again?
Last time, Gorlami, who didn't make it, he gave me a boost because I can't reach it. It's that one that's up there.
Just grab him by the scruff of his neck where his cloak is and just lift him up with one hand.
Okay, that'll work. Gore did it a little better. Okay, hello, it's me, Finn. Do you have another riddle?
It seems quiet for the longest moment here, Finn, and then you start to hear a little bit of a rumble from inside the rock, as though air is being pushed through and kind of pushes up against your face.
Something's happening.
And you hear in a soft, whispered voice, "You cannot enter this room. What room is it?"
Okay, you put me down. I could think better without being choked.
Okay.
It said something. You can't wait. You can't enter this room. Can you post it, Adam?
Yep.
That's what it said. Hey, let's wake up our friends. Maybe they can help. I'm gonna kick her too. Hard. In like the butt.
I assume that is going to rouse him, yeah.
I think
He fumbles.
Fumble explosion.
It was all at once.
We all die. Rocks fall. Cave collapses.
And then Bryn. I'm gonna gently touch Bryn on the shoulder.
I think I was already awake from the fumbled fireball, but okay.
Okay, and then Josephine. Excuse me. You okay? How you feeling?
Does he like do anything to shake me awake or touch me or anything?
Well, I'm being very careful because you have the thunder stick thing. Kurtu I don't care about because he always fumbles his attacks, but you don't.
I'm thinking about creating a new account. Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's going on?
We're stuck in here. We're stuck.
Yeah, I know that. We can barely move. I can barely move. What's up?
Okay, so do you remember last time there was a riddle and I got that blessing for slow and I used it? Anyway, there's another riddle and I think
Oh, shit.
we need to solve it to get out. It says, you cannot enter this room. What room is it?
Well, it sounds like it could be this room if they close the door, but that's probably not the answer. Oh my fucking god. Why you ask me to do the thinking shit? I don't think. I punch things. Think of different kinds of rooms. Riddles are for fucking douchebags who like to play with words and so maybe it's not fuck, maybe it's not like an actual building, maybe it's something else that has the word room in it.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's my only thought.
Pardon me. If I would have known that you were going to wake them up to get the answer, I would have stopped you.
Oh.
Mushroom, right? A room you cannot enter unless you know a very large mushroom.
Well, maybe so, but mushrooms can definitely enter you. I had a really fun experience in the high forest once. That place gets its name. That place deserves its name, man.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if it's the answer, but it came to me.
Give it a try. What could it hurt? Unless the cave eats us. But honestly,
And
at
you
this point, I don't
can't,
fucking
you
care.
can't enter a broom. That's not a room. But it's not a... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going back to sleep.
I like the mushroom idea better just because that's like an actual syllable. Go for it. If the cave eats us, the cave eats us. I'm so fucking tired, you guys.
Yeah, I don't care about this time.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay. Bren, it's okay, I guess. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I'll lift him up again without being told to, and just put him right by that same hole.
Mushroom.
You notice at the top of the cave here, Finn, as you're kind of speaking down, your head's down as you can speak in the words and kind of cock your head, listening for any kind of response. You notice above you in the ceiling, there's almost like a ripple that just splits open, and you can see the night sky.
That's it. Is it a nice night? I mean, do I get a moment of reflection of the beauty of the stars in this moment while being choked by my new friend?
Probably it's a mix of, well, that was weird, but yes, there's like a little bit of a cool breeze that now comes down through this opening in the ceiling of the cave, and yeah, you certainly can see some stars.
Leroy, you did it. Good job.
Should I throw you out? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Of course I'm ready. Wait, no, hand me my backpack. It's down there on the ground. That one. Yeah, no, that's Bryn's. Yes, that one. Thank you. And then throw me up.
Tall is the cave?
To get to the ceiling, you'd be like 7 feet, 8 feet off the ground.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's like barely above my head, so I'm just gonna launch him like shot put style.
All right.
You're gonna spin around and everything?
You know, like cup your butt in my hand and kind of like rotate once and then heave you over the side.
Woo!
All right, Finn, as you are chucked, I'll say, up through the hole, you land on grassy terrain.
I'm fine. I put my head down. I'm fine. It's great up here. Thanks.
Who's next? You, the little dragon? Come here. I'll throw you.
Wait, why are we leaving?
Do you
We
wanna
solved
stay
the riddle.
here?
Yeah, well, maybe, but
Maybe they know what's going on with the white dragon. We're trying to. Maybe they seem knowledgeable.
And is there anybody up there? Or is this just a weird ass cave? Maybe we've solved the riddle of the day and it'll let us stay the night.
So you see my Finn's head poke down and goes, "There's no one up here. It's just me." And I look around.
Maybe we can ask some questions to your friend, though.
Alright, as you look around, Finn, you can see that the ground here seems to be on an incline to your east.
I see that. Kind of like on the side of a mountain there. Or a hill. Yeah, grassy, right?
Grassy knoll, if you will.
Oh.
Can I look around for JFK's car?
See a lady in a weird raincoat.
Yeah, man.
Come on, guys.
So if you guys want to leave, we can leave, but most of us are not making it very much farther.
Oh, is Aramir okay? Is he awake?
I don't think he is.
I saw Miza cast a spell on you earlier.
Oh, yeah, the pink. Yeah.
Looks like you're awake, my man.
I am awake.
Good old 4 hit points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Well, I guess we don't have lean down again. I guess we don't have to leave, but at least we have a way out.
I'm gonna reach my hand up at him. You think I'm tall enough to grab the outer rim of the top of the little sunroof, moonroof, I guess you could call it?
What was your height?
6'4".
Yeah, I would say it's reasonable with relatively longish arms.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna lift myself up and then sit up there with Finn, because I don't really want to be trapped in a potential trap.
Okay, I'll throw a rope up to them and climb out.
Hey, Amir, do you need to rest some more?
I think I could.
We should wait until he gets a little bit of rest. He just woke up.
What happens? What happens if the cave seals up after him and the only person who knows how to solve riddles is on the outside?
Well, didn't we all get a short rest, right? Maybe Aramir didn't because he was unconscious, but
Not everybody.
I see Josephine's health bar.
Are we on a map again?
You are.
Why don't I see myself?
Do you have
We
dark
don't.
vision?
I have goggles of night.
Oh, that means I probably didn't update your token, so hang on a sec.
Hey, Adam, I'm still on the open world.
Yes, you haven't climbed out of the cave.
Oh, well then, yeah, I mean, if they're leaving, then yeah, I'm just gonna follow them up, yeah.
Well, if you would like to, you can stay inside and we'll just stay outside.
You guys, remember, we're trapped in there and we found a way out, so let's GTFO.
No, I wanna... I'll press on as long as I need. Thank you for taking care of me.
I'm glad. Who the fuck wants to carry me? Because I am not walking very much farther at all.
We only need to find a new cave to rest, right?
Sure. Did you happen to see any on your way?
Yes, this one.
Are we heading back to town?
I don't think a rest would help us, right? Mechanically speaking.
It wouldn't help you, but if I push ahead, it's sure as hell gonna kill the shit out of me.
Yeah, but you have no rest left, so it doesn't matter.
It's a matter of having the stamina to travel tomorrow. Town? What town?
Oh, it's a place called Van Dalen. It's quite a ways away, actually, right, Adam? Like 5 days or something?
Well, as you scan out in this area, you realize that when you entered the cave, you were in the hills. But when you look around here, you see grassy ground and an inclining hill to your east. It certainly doesn't look like the dirt, sand hills that you were in recently. So who knows? Where are you at right now?
So we have no idea where the fuck we are. So
Yep.
we wait for morning to see where the sun rises, and then we go from there. Because I have Jesus.
I think that's the best move. I think we should wait until tomorrow. What time of day is it, Adam?
Probably about 4 or 5 a.m., something like that.
Holy cow.
What about Bryn? I see Bryn climb the rope.
Yeah, he climbed the rope.
Kurt, are you gonna stay in the hole, in the nasty hole? Miza, get your tuckus up here.
Oh, are we leaving?
Yes, we're leaving because the hole trapped us. We're somewhere different.
All right, she will climb up as well.
I would just say before I climb up and, I'm going to say, hi, people behind the rocks. If you happen to be able to tell us, problems like we got a white dragon to face and those kind of things, can you tell us anything? Hello?
I don't think so.
All right, not hearing anything and noticing the tokens aren't locked, then I'm going to go ahead and get up the rope too.
All right, as the rest of the group members now make their way up, I'll move everybody over to the map.
Speaking of maps, Adam, we've been discovering these places. I have a crude map of Faerun. I'd like to be updating it, and particularly where the shrine is and stuff like that. And maybe where the cave was. We found it twice. Obviously, I don't know where I am right now, but I'd like to be doing that.
Okay, yep, just mention that or write it down in chat every now and again, and yeah, that works.
Adam, does this terrain, even though it's slightly different than the exact location, do I think that I'm in the same geographical region?
Based on the change in the topography here, no.
Can I smell any ocean or anything like that? If I take a second to take like a real big, calm, deep breath, can I smell any sea or water or ocean?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Once again, Adam's reminding us we should have taken that useless feat where we always know directions.
Well, that would tell you which way is which way, but not necessarily
It wouldn't tell us where we are, but we know the Sword Coast is like... We don't even know we're on the Sword Coast. We could be anywhere in the fucking world. So...
Yeah, okay. I'm going to investigate the vegetation, Adam. Does it look Faerunish?
Give me a blind nature check, and we'll see if you locate things that you would consider to be similar to what you see. Sure, yeah, I mean, typical grass is here, some weeds. It certainly wouldn't be out of place in the Sword Coast.
Yeah, okay. These grasses look normal. This is the Fernigan grass, and over here you see the red tail grass.
So if we think we're... oh, Jesus Christ. Why do we do this in the middle of the fucking night? Okay, here's what I think. We wait until morning, we see where the sun comes up, and then, if we're still on the Sword Coast, the coast is somewhere to our west. So we know the sun rises in the east, so we start walking away from the sun, we find the coast, and then maybe we walk in one direction. We'll find something. Could be the high road, could be Phandolin's inland, so we probably won't find Phandolin. But if we find the coast, we at least know where we are.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for the sun.
Maybe we can find a gold dragon. Maybe it's in a new spot.
Hey, Leroy, when you were in, how long has it been since you cast that magical detection spell that I don't know about because I was asleep at the time?
I would gander probably 4 minutes, 5 minutes or so.
Was it still active when Finn solved the riddle, or when whoever solved the riddle?
Adam, did anything change? I mean, obviously the hole opening up and stuff, but
the hole opening up did not show as magic, but again, you were primarily holding Finn there so he can get his mouth and ear to the right hole.
What I'm asking is, when we ended up wherever it is we ended up, did you still sense magic around us, or did we get transported to this random cave? Because if we got transported to this random cave, we can probably just chill in here. I'm just worried about it sealing up again if it's still magical.
I don't have the answer I think you're looking for. I didn't notice anything odd or any shifts of magical essence, only the faint glittering in and out of the holes. Once Finn spoke the answer to the riddle, the roof opened. It did not reveal any magical effects once it opened. So,
Is your spell still active right now?
yes.
You should be able to sense 30 feet to see if there's any magic down there. Is the hole still magical?
I'll look. Adam, do I see anything?
In the areas of the rock cavern where you see those small holes, you do see the same thing you saw before, of sort of little essences of magic every now and again popping out.
Nothing new.
Alright. I was hoping that this was just a random cave we got transported into and we could take shelter until the morning, but it sounds like that might not happen. Because listen, guys, I cannot go anywhere. Like, we try to push ahead, I'm gonna fall behind, and I imagine some others of us are feeling a little hurt too, so we need to rest until morning, absolutely. And I don't think we can go much farther from here, is the problem.
But
Like,
even if you rest another hour, you still won't have an opportunity to shake it.
But I will have an opportunity to regain my short rests and then spend one.
Yeah, but your speed is only halved, right? So we're in a new area. We'd be moving cautiously anyways. Not to say I understand the need to get your exhaustion off, but we would need to move to find a place to stay, right?
Oh, I missed that, Adam. Can we take, I guess, not a literal long rest, but rest 8 to 6 hours and then get a chance to get our short rest numbers back?
So think of your short rest as recharging each morning. So like 8 a.m. approximately is when your short rest would come back. So you're using them 2 throughout the day, and then you would have to wait until 8 a.m. the next day to get your 2 short rests back.
Okay, I'm sorry. I missed that mechanic.
My understanding is that I have to sleep to get them back, though.
If you tried to stay up the entire time, obviously you'd risk additional exhaustion and all of that, because you traveled for a long time and you've only had a few hours of sleep.
I mean, there's no telling if this thing won't close up again, though.
I'm not saying we go back in the hole. I'm saying we have to find a place for the rest of us to wait and recover until morning.
Okay.
And then we figure out what the fuck we're doing after that.
Okay, Leroy and I could find a place. And Bryn.
Yes, I'll help search. And I'm not on map, Adam. I don't know if we're supposed to be on a map, but
You should be on map. Let me double check and see if you got slid somewhere else.
We're in like the lower left corner, if that helps you.
I'm just seeing a picture of a tavern, which I really wish we were there, but
Yeah, for whatever reason, when I drag individuals, sometimes the drag is so large that when I try to put it onto a particular map, it goes to a different one. 1 second. There you are.
This is a basic topography map too, Adam.
I'm not sure what that question means or if I can answer it exactly.
I'm asking, are we going up in elevation like this way, like these little rivets here? Are they elevation markers?
That would be going, yes, up in elevation, correct.
Okay, so where I'm at, I'm like halfway up the hill.
Sure, yeah, partially up the hill, I'd say.
So Leroy will make the recommendation to, how about we just get to the top of this hill, nice high ground. We should be able to see anything coming to us, and you can get your rest.
Okay, I'll take a step up. Climb up that hill. I'm looking very careful for rocks and twigs that I step on. I don't see anything. Hey, Misa, Bryn, we're coming up here.
Well, it looks like this is good, big enough flat area. We can make a little makeshift camp or something.
Hey, these stones look weird. Leroy, look at these stones. Bryn, do you see them? To our east?
Yes.
As you look in that direction, you see an alabaster white plinth seemingly sticking out of the high ground.
Oh my gosh, we don't want to get too much closer.
Those look like teeth to anyone.
Large
Big,
teeth.
sharp, pointy teeth.
I think they're pointing somewhere, aren't they?
The ground tried to eat us
Do you
before.
see that? They're like pointing that way.
Do any of you find the shape of this hill odd?
This looks like a hill to me. With some.
Hard to tell. I can only see 60 feet with these goggles, so I don't know, man.
I'm so
It
curious.
looks pretty jagged, almost unnatural.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Adam, Leroy is proficient in Survivor. Oh, I don't know if this would fall under it, but does this seem like a natural occurring effect in nature, or is this unnatural?
Give me a blind check. Hard to say. As you look towards them, there's nothing that looks fantastic or magical about them.
Oh, I guess my detect magic is still up. Let's see how far away they are. Even with, like, here, do they give off any kind of magical residue?
They do not.
How about we make a small fire, camp up here, investigate in the morning, I suppose. You look like the investigative type.
Yeah, sometimes too much. To my fault.
It's okay. Gnomes can do anything, right?
Well, we can also.
They say that a lot.
We could also spring traps of trolls and hit twigs, and just my curiosity gets the best of me sometimes.
It's fine with me. The only reason why I'm out here is to find ways to get stronger.
Well, maybe we sit here for a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If we get a good sense, maybe we could lay down here.
I bet those are arrows pointing us to the way to get home.
They definitely look like arrows, huh, Kurtu?
I think so.
Or teeth pointing us into a gullet.
That's what I fear, honestly.
Yes, but all malls are circular in nature, parabolic arcs and whatnot. This is just a line of stone.
Well, Josephine, do you want to take a rest here?
I don't really want to, but I don't think we have the option of moving anywhere else, so I think we're gonna have to.
Okay, you do what you need to do. I'll keep watch. I have my Zippo and my shield. My pot lid.
All right, so it
Do we
sounds like
want
you
do
guys
we want to hang
to-
out on top of the hill, or do we want to slide down here in this little nook?
As long as I don't make a fire, I mean, we're at a position of advantage, I think.
All right.
So it sounds like you guys want to essentially just try to sit down and relax here on the hill.
Yeah, we probably have a couple hours till sunbreak.
Probably something like that, based on what it looks like in the sky at the moment.
I would like to fucking sleep the rest of the time that I need to.
All right, fair enough. So you use this area here of the hill, sort of lying down, those of you that are more tired, and trying to recuperate here, which is pretty much everybody except for perhaps Leroy. But as you guys are trying to recover here and relax, an hour passes, then another hour passes, and you can start to see the sun rising to your east, which is, on this map, exactly where you would expect, east. As the sun begins to rise, you can see it is fighting through the clouds, and you hear the sound of thunder off in the distance.
Which direction? Didn't we hear this before when we were running away from... I'm gonna shut up. I'm asleep.
I'm going to. Can I use my nature proficiency to see how far away the storm is? Or is that survival, you think?
That would be more survival, but still, as you're sort of looking into the sky and trying to guess, it sounds like, again, it's sort of ringing out around you, but sure, make a blind check. We'll see how accurate you are. Hard to say. Because of your elevated position here, maybe it's echoing around the hills. Yeah, you're not quite sure.
Okay, so judging by the sound of the thunder, was there any flash?
Not that you saw, no.
Would I be able to determine if there is any kind of rain coming?
You haven't seen any so far. It sounded like that crash of thunder was a distance away.
Can I determine how far it was? No.
Give me a blind check if you're trying to basically do the same thing Finn just did.
Cool, yeah.
Hard to say. Yeah, as you guys discuss amongst yourselves, you heard this from ways away. It's not repeating itself to give you an idea of getting closer or going farther away. It was just a single crash of thunder. So yeah, you're not quite sure.
Okay. This is thunder.
Yeah.
Shelter would be nice.
We had shelter, but we decided we didn't like it.
Well, you can go back to the cave that traps us, if you like. I'll send a letter to your mother that you decided to do that.
She's still alive?
We'll tell Toblin.
All right, you guys sound like you want to wait here some additional time. So another hour passes, and the sun is truly in the sky now, dispelling most of the darkness here.
Okay. Now that it's daytime, you guys cannot tell me that the shape of that doesn't look weird. Of course, we're not up in the air.
Yeah, we can deduce it. It looks like a dragon to me, but yeah.
Well, look, Kotu. This hill is, well, look at its shape.
I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look at this one.
As you approach this Kurtu with the sun in the sky and begin looking at it, you can still see that there is a little bit of cloud cover here. And as you begin examining this rock, you hear the first sounds of dropping rain.
Is it just a normal stone, or is it special?
It's a bright alabaster white, but as to your touch, it feels like typical stone.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my little whiz bopper and use my wand of magic detection. So I have one use left. I'm gonna pop that out and spin it around, and I'm going to see if any of these within 30 feet emit a detect magic.
They do not.
Why is it blacked out? Is there a mountain to our east?
There's stuff there, sure. But as you approach here, Finn, and you're looking in this area, you notice at your feet by this stone, and Leroy, you would as well as you've stepped up, that there is sort of like a hole at the base of where this plinth is. There's obviously a gap down below.
This is the way inside.
It's as much as I'm fighting my gnome curiosity, Josephine's severely exhausted. We can't just jump into an unknown area. We need to get to Fandalen and get a long
I'm still
rest.
asleep, by the way.
If
no one attempted to wake me up, I am still very much asleep.
I'm not jumping into some strange hole. We need to get back to Fandalen. Does anything look familiar? Aramir, does anything look familiar?
I'm just saying, we got here by going into a hole, coming out of a hole. Maybe the way back is into a hole and out another one.
Okay, then.
Wait, Adam, is the hole gone?
You look in that direction and you do not see a hole.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Leroy, this is a good time to tell you a story. So, there's a dragon out and about, a white one. I don't think it's an adult one. Kurtu thinks it is, but Kurtu's not that smart. But it's more like a small one. But anyway, it's terrorizing everyone around here. And this, as you had pointedly, astutely looked out, this is kind of a weird thing. Kind of looks like the spine of a dragon, and we're not ready to deal with dragons right now.
Well, Elf, you there? What monster do you track? I mean, orcs, or gnolls, or goblins, humans? What is it you hunt?
I kind of give like a little smirk. Yeah, well, anything that feeds me, but most notably dragons.
Does this look like a den?
Adam, can I spend some time looking around, like, over here, and seeing?
And the question you're trying to answer is whether or not this hill here would serve as some kind of den to dragons?
Yeah, potentially, or maybe like a hangout spot. Anything that could congregate dragons.
Okay, yeah, give me a blind skill check. You don't find anything that would give you the impression that dragons hang out here, and typically, from your knowledge, dragons like things, high up in the sky or more secluded areas. So you don't think this is necessarily a dragon hangout place, but you do seem to recall at your time in Phandalin speaking with some different people and maybe hearing something about a dragon burial mound northwest of Phandalin a ways. And this certainly seems to line up with that description.
I will relay that to the group.
Wait, so these are real dragon bones?
Perhaps. A burial mound can mean a few things. Could be the creature that was killed and placed here, yes, or it could be the creatures that killed the creature and they were placed here, and the dragon is symbology. It could also just be a clever ruse to scare off potential grave robbers. Tombs are quite tricky places.
All right, and as you guys are eyeing these various plinths, as we're at the end of our session time here, question for the group. You guys are going to obviously make it to morning, get your couple of short rests back. What is the group's plan, knowing roughly where you're at right now for next session?
If I'm awake, I will suggest that we now know where this place is. Eomer thinks this is northwest of Phandalin. I think we need to go back to town because all you guys are out of magic. If this turns out to be a whole thing, shit's gonna be real difficult.
What I was thinking is same. Possibly like, I think just finding one little like what is that called? Anyway, it's just some kind of point of interest that we recognize that could navigate us back. That way we're not just going off into the dark.
I would like to say, I know I got a shiny new character with new trinkets and everything, but if that cave transported us 60 something miles, 70 miles, and then to just leave, we may risk losing maybe something that was being rewarded to us because of that riddle. Because last time he was given a blessing. This time, what? It was just magical transportation, or is it taking us to somewhere very important?
Yeah,
That's a
possibly.
good point. That's a good point because this is we can't assume that the cave is against us. It so far it seems to do nothing but bless us.
And I know a lot of you guys are hurt and stuff, but like I said, I do have a shiny new character, so I may be able to help a little bit with that. But the biggest thing is, if there is something here, I wouldn't want us to like go rest, get all of our hit points and everything all boosted, like you want to, and then come out here and it's not here, or the blessing has expired, etc., etc.
No, that's a very good point, Dylan. That's very that's actually changed my mind. It does make sense if we think about the cave. We have no reason to doubt it until this fails us, right? Then we have a reason.
We could just make the failsafe that if anything seems too risky for us to beat, we immediate run, of course, and then retreat and come back later. But if there's something down there that could help kill the dragon, that could bless one of us with something that could help us in our next fight with the dragon, we may want to take advantage of that.
So explore and then run. Got it.
So I'm hearing a couple of voices for check out this gap and potentially enter into this burial mound if possible. Is there anybody else that's thinking that's a terrible idea and they don't want to do that?
Oh, it's definitely a terrible idea. I just don't know if we're not going to do that.
So again, not to be too leading here, but it sounds like once you guys have your short rest back, which will be here shortly, spend one of them for those of you guys that are hurt to get some, to get all of your HP back, and then potentially drop a level of exhaustion, and then from there head on into this area, or try to figure out where you are, see if there's a point of interest around here, or try to find your way back to Phandalin. Just looking for the group's consensus so that we're prepared next week.
Okay, I'll put in chat. I think Dylan has a very good point, and it has changed my mind. And I think about it. I'm going to vote for Dragon.
Okay, I'll go that direction too.
All right, that's 4 out of the 6 of you, so 5 out of the 6 of you at least. So, okay, sounds like that is the plan. So we will assume next week then that the group's goal here is to recover a bit, get your couple short rests back, take one of those, see where you're at that point, and then enter the dragon burial mound or whatever this might be and see what you can find down below. All right, guys, hope everybody enjoyed this session. It was pretty crazy there in the beginning. Yeah, a lot of fun, though, overall. We'll see you all next week.
Yeah, great job, guys. Sorry,
Good session.
Gore would have liked this place where we're at right now.
Yeah. I rolled some nat ones while I was down, guys, so there wasn't much that we could do. Yeah, it was destined to be. But
I just did the con save to shake exhaustion with my last hero point, so nat 20'd it. So.
All right, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
All right, good job, guys. See you all next week.
See you next week.
have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.